All right, Wesley Snipes. And we're live, aren't we? Aren't we? Aren't we? Aren't we? What? Well, hey, everybody. Welcome to the ninth Lego build, which is probably, I think, the. This will be. I'm doing two Lego builds today, but it's the ninth episode. But I think I've done 13 Lego builds. I'm not sure. I'm too bored and too lazy to look at it right now. But what we're gonna do is I am not gonna say what I'm building. I'm just gonna let you guys figure it out. I know Tony, you know. Um but this is a time where we all, instead of just watching a bald man with Mel Gibson gray beard and a bunch of offensive tattoos, we're gonna have. I leave this open for everyone to talk. I talked about this last night on the More Conversations podcast, and I asked, well, what do you guys think? Should I keep doing this? And everybody's like, yeah, you should keep doing the Lego thing. I'm surprised how many people really like it, and a lot of people miss this. They miss the Lego thing. I was like, okay. So
It's like the most neutral thing on the planet. How could you not like a Lego build? It's just people hanging out, talking about whatever. Someone's building Legos.
well, here's the thing. It's the only. So my Manorama show is the only show talking about masculinity for like a certain period of time. Like you'll get some shows they'll talk a little bit about it, but then it's like, oh, we're going to talk about it. That's the main goal. Lego build thing is like pretty much just us building Legos, and I bring people on. So I thought that was kind of cool. All right.
I've seen Lego build videos from people that just do it solo, where they just fill the silence while they work, and
that just
everybody
gets
does
boring.
that. Yeah, so having something that could help pass the time, so that there's going to be people that are going to listen to this as a podcast.
I'm gonna do this one.
Chime in and look at the progress every now and then from whatever they're doing whenever they're busy.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and hail some of these individuals in the chat while Steve gets ready, if you will allow me to do so, sir.
Now, I did go out and get a new Lego set, so
Mm-hmm.
no pieces missing.
Good to see you, Canadian Spider-Man. Hope things are very well with you. He says, whoop, whoop, sweet. I hope we build a DeLorean. No.
6.5
Disney
hours.
Sheepherder, hail to you, my friend. Hopefully you'll catch some of the new shows that Rinker, Steve, and I are working on individually. RC Scott, hail to you. Good to see you. And I don't know how many lurkers we have. I'm sure there's already some people listening to this as a radio program.
No.
No.
Hey, Goatfather, has anyone ever called you the Godfather on here? Like on
All
different
the
streams?
time.
Because when I look up, it looks like Godfather.
We should make a GIF of
Oh.
Don Corleone crying over Sonny. Like, look how they massacred my name.
But it's with the goat.
But it's with the goat, yeah. Look how they massacred
You
my
come to my
name.
daughter's wedding, the night of my daughter's wedding. What's even funnier now? Okay, what's even funnier is I have a Freemason coin, and then I have the Goatfather on here. Some people have been asking me about it, like, "Hey, does the Goatfather have any ties with the?"
You never know.
That's what I say. I was like, "Hey, well," I was like, "Yeah."
I cannot confirm or deny being a part of anything that might be secretive.
I'm part of the Stonecutters. We keep the Martians under wraps.
I bet you do.
Yeah.
Wow, I have a female character in this one. All right. You do, as long as they can do their job. Here's this one. This one. Ooh, she gets a little wrench. How quaint.
And the Goat Father is playing with a purple ship now. What the heck?
Are you trying to say something, Go Father?
It's resistant to plasma attacks.
Oh.
Mm.
We'll go along with that, you know.
It kind of looks like those Irken ships from the old Invader Zim show. They were all pink and purple and alien looking. Well, that
Yeah,
still looks
that's what I
very
should look
Terran.
up in the workshop. See if somebody made one of those.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, it's a shield system. Okay.
Yeah,
Now
he
that
said it-
ship looks more Terran. Okay. You know, when my boys picked your ass up on Terra, they said they're gonna eat you. They
You know what that reminds me of?
Terra before. Huh?
That remind me of Black Jack, or not Black Jack, Jack Black
Oh,
from
Jack
Tropic
Black.
Thunder.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen that movie, right? Please tell me
No.
you've seen that movie.
Who hasn't seen that movie?
Yeah, that's a good question. Who has seen Tropic Thunder?
That's a great film.
When he's walking in, he's all like, I haven't. He's like doing that voice.
They're doing the Michael Rooker impersonation. Yeah.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, you do that pretty well, man. I thought I was good at voices, and then you come in, you're like, screw you. And I was like, damn
Hey.
it.
To earn a pass from Gary over Gilbert Gottfried, I consider that a trophy. on the
Dude.
wall.
Yeah. But
I did
then
that
it's like, I remember when I told you that when you did one of your streams, it's like, all right, I got a voice that you can do, and you're like, what? And I was like, do Donald Duck, and you're like,
I'm
fuck.
like, nope, can't do it.
Come on. what are
Sorry,
you,
that
afraid?
one's not in the old repertoire.
It's not hard to do Donald Duck's
I-
voice.
Just can't. I've tried squeezing my larynx. I've tried autoerotic asphyxiation. I mean, choking myself. I've tried a lot of stuff.
I bet you have. It's actually, to do Donald Duck's voice, it's a lot easier than you think, because it has to do with air pocket in your cheek. It was the first voice I ever did. I was, I think, 7.
The first voice I ever did. Neat. With like a twofer. Neat. Yeah. Hey, Beavis. It's football season, dude. Oh, yeah. Wrap the old hands around the pigskin. Neat. Neat.
You have way too much time on your hands.
Damn it, I'll tell
Way.
you what, them boys ain't right.
But anyone in the chat, if you can figure out what I'm building, yes.
Disney Sheepherder came for the Legos, stayed for the routine.
What? Staying
I'm
for the-
okay with that.
Stayed for the routine, stayed for the bits that I'm throwing out.
There you go.
Yeah, when I met Michael Rooker at a con one year, he was in his Yondu getup, and I was in an earlier version of my suit, my YouTube suit.
You were in your birthday suit, weren't you?
Oh yeah, I was. I was like, grill me up because I'm Terran. Throw some of that A1 sauce on. Now, when you cook your steak, make sure it's either medium or rare.
I do have some breaking news.
Mhm.
I've been holding this in for a long time, but I think it's now time I can come out as a vegan. I don't really eat meat.
You don't eat meat.
No, I think killing animals is wrong, and I think doing it.
How are you saying that with a straight face?
I got you guys, didn't I? It was good.
Well, the thing is I was about ready to go, dirt, 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 like the Jeopardy timeout beep, like, what? Money.
Well,
Thank you, Disney Sheepherder. Thank you, sir. Arigato gozaimasu.
Whoa.
To the people that are joining us in the chat, we have a contest. Can you guess what Rancor Steve is building? Is it behind door number 1, door number 2, or that place that reads staff office?
That's pretty good. Oh. Wrong door. Ooh, I can do that lady's voice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Drunk. Hold on. What the? Oh, it's two different things, right?
I got an unusual question for you, Steve.
I have an
Uh-oh,
answer.
SpaghettiOs.
You can have any amount of Legos you want
Oh,
for a year.
oh man.
However, in
I don't
order
like-
to get it, yeah, you don't like where this is going.
No.
You would have to date
Yeah, you were
AOC for 3 years. Would you do it?
Wait, what did I have to do for 3 years?
Date AOC.
Oh, that's easy. I would do that.
A date
Yeah.
you
No ending, people.
Hey. Yeah.
I would do it. That's easy, man.
You got to be like, James Earl Jones. You got to be like, I'm taking her on a date. You dig? A date. Talk about some
Anything
fine
for the
dining.
Because here's the thing, I can drown her out. Like,
Yeah.
Can
when
you
she
know
talks?
that
Oh, yeah.
shrieking, shrill voice?
oh yeah.
He does it with my voice all the time. I mean, shit.
Now you didn't say how I would date her. I just keep her in the house, and she just makes sandwiches for me all day.
Yeah. Ranker
That's
Steven
how
can
I
make
do
that
it.
work. Get whatever Legos he wants. Yeah.
All right, let me bump it up a notch. How about
Hold up.
instead of her-
Here's a funny one. Disney
Oh,
Shooter
no.
goes, I knew it was crap, Rancor Steve. You did a whole stream talking about steak and how you cook it. That was like 4 months ago. Yeah, I'm a vegan 4 months
You
now.
got a super fan. I usually don't remember what I had for breakfast this morning, and this guy over here
It
is
was
archiving your
kibbles and bits.
legacy. Yeah.
It's kibbles and bits. Okay, you're upping up the ante here.
Hillary's daughter?
Now for a whole year. Now here's the thing. Do I get to keep the Legos?
If I say yes, it would be too easy, wouldn't it?
No.
I'll just say yes.
Now I don't know where the car accident would happen, but I was
Rancor Steve was found in a ditch with a car full of Legos because he knew something.
No, not her. Jesus, dude. I'm not that stupid. No. I know my limits.
So a paper bag could only go so far.
Well, to be fair,
There's no being fair, buddy.
a plastic bag works better. I mean, what? Did I say that out loud?
I don't know what you're talking about.
In Minecraft.
I understood that reference.
Okay, Captain America.
Captain
You
America.
call me an old fuddy-duddy old man?
You're older than me.
You sure about
Yeah,
that?
I think Rancor Steve is the youngest.
Yeah,
one.
I am. Yeah, you are. I'm younger than you.
You are younger than me by what? How old are you? 39?
39.
Yeah.
Look, I know I got probably more gray hairs than both of you guys, but I'm not that old.
Ah, well, I'm 39.
I'm 30, not gonna know.
I'll be 40 here in a few weeks.
Oh man, you're old, dude.
Yep, time to get the rubber gloves. Slap that bad boy on. We're gonna be examining things down there in the exhaust pipe, as it were.
Now, when
Looking
you
forward to that.
now, if you do, oh, this is what you should do. I know what you should do. You're when you go and get a checkup, and the doctor does the whole glove thing, and boom, 1, 2,
Uh-huh.
and just go, oink.
Oh, I was gonna go ooh woo.
Okay, don't,
Oh man, you'd be kicked out instantly if that doctor knew what that shit was.
dude.
You'd be banned in the whole state.
Hey,
So
that's the
Fat
only
Steven Seagal was doing that on the show right before the show, and I told him, I was like, I will kick you off.
That's okay.
I
Ranker Steve, Wes
hate
Cagle.
that sound.
Wes Cagle, he tortures me by putting cat girls on his avatar in my chat.
Well, that's not that bad.
Well, I mean, if I want to look at pictures of, our good friend Kit Kat all day, I would do that. Shout out to Kit Kat.
Oh man, Kit Kat. You guys know
Give
how
me a
that
break,
joke
man.
started?
Give me a break, Kit Kat. Give me a break.
You know how that joke started?
Yeah,
That was
listened
because of
to
me.
you explain that on the podcast last night too. About how
He
he's in
hated
Twitter
that.
jail.
He hated that. He hates that name. But he takes it like a man.
Mm-hmm. He owns it too.
It makes
Occasionally,
me
I
see him
sound-
wearing
really
Cali
hope he
wig.
doesn't live in San Francisco, otherwise that has a totally different meaning.
Now that you say that, ladies and gentlemen, he lives on Haight Street.
Is he at the Haight Ashbury line?
I know, right? Yeah.
Haight Ashbury. Right
See,
there.
the problem with busting balls is, for me, eventually you run out. Like, you
Mhm.
get to a point where, like, why
So
bother?
much phrasing. So much incredible amounts of phrasing here.
Phrasing?
Are we dealing in hypotheticals, hyperboles, phrasings, conceptuals, and
What do you mean?
contraceptives?
One night stands, late night stands, one light on, one light off.
A night on a nightstand.
Yeah. What are we talking here, man? Pickles and apples?
Moving along.
Moving right along. Do, 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 do.
Well, how does this go on? Oh, it goes on like this. Oh my gosh, I'm sweating so bad already. I might have to go change shirt. I'm sweating.
It's dark.
Yes, sir.
Ramming speed.
Are you going to go to Plaid?
No.
This ship is too well designed. I only broke off part of their station.
All right, guys. I have to go put on a lighter shirt because I'm sweating really bad. Hold
Thinking
on.
too
You're
much
the,
of San
one, you're
Francisco,
the
huh?
one that's complaining about his shirt. Try wearing a hot ass Iron Man suit for about 20 minutes filming scenes for his upcoming video.
Well, that's your problem. I'll be right back.
First episode of Reactor Side Chats coming soon on the Stark of Iron channel. Cannot wait. Or in the
So, yeah,
editing room.
what is it? Is that solo recording? What is it?
It's going to be Reactor Side Chats, much like Fireside Chats, as done by the late FDR, is just a small video about 10 minutes long where I cover updates for the channel, talk about a little bit about the news, give somebody a shout out, and then at the end I'll mention my patrons and yeah. So.
Oh, much better.
Yeah, it's just
Ooh.
going to be a very community information based video. That'll still have some
Where to
good-
shop at San Francisco. The Padawannabe said hello, all with a wave. I really need to
just-
get my stuff together. I'm gonna sneeze. Hold on.
Gesundheit.
You're welcome. Sorry, I'm trying to move the mic. Sorry about that. Sorry. Turn the mic down on that one. Get my stuff together to get my build streams going. Big ups, Rancor Steve. Well, you're welcome. And then Wes Cagle goes, hey all, internet seems to be working at the moment, though it was out for much of the day. Well, don't get socialist internet.
Good to see you, Wes Cagle. Hopefully you'll enjoy what I got coming down the pipeline later on tonight and or tomorrow.
Wow. That pipeline, huh?
No, it's a pipeline. I mean, again, the doctor's about to slap the glove on. I mean, come on now.
Yeah.
Gesundheit in advance.
I just had to blow my nose. All right.
What is the bravest part of the human body?
The balls.
The index finger. It goes into dark caves and fights booger monsters on a regular basis.
All right.
That joke was told to me by somebody that was 50 years older than I was when I wasn't even 20. And I kept that joke under the lid, and occasionally I fire it off.
Oh, yes.
Shout out to my great aunt. God rest her soul. She went through a lot.
I've always noticed this. Older people have the best jokes.
They do. And that's a legacy thing, too.
I can't remember the full quote, but it was something along the lines of people that have had it the worst in life have made the best jokes in life.
Comedy is often humor is basically how most people cope. That's how I cope. I mean, shit.
Well, after last night, I don't think a lot of people know how comedy works.
Heyo.
That's all I'll say. Stupidest thing ever.
It was. It was.
It was a funny joke too.
It was good. It was, and it made me smirk. But as I ran it through my head, it slowly raised my eyebrow and confusion, like, it's funny, but what's there? Oh, you'll definitely be there, Wes Cagle, because that is a video. It is a scripted video, one of many that I will have in the future. I'm doing less shows and more actual content.
He's just gonna read The Notebook
Without Rod Thunderheart.
You know, that'd be hilarious. He's flipping through it and you're looking over his shoulder and you're just like,
You know, I can do a pretty good Rod Thunderheart. Just give me The Notebook. I'll read it as him. Just do a whole segment. Yeah. Be
the
like,
best
hey,
of times and the worst of times.
It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. Yeah, man. Yeah.
What's the Muppet that sounds like that?
Oh, Rolf the dog.
Yeah.
Rolf the dog. I need another grasshopper for the frog.
Why have Rolf the dog when you can have Snowdub's El Perro?
El Perro. Jesus. Did he finally let Mexican Iron Man go? Man, that was a terrible time. I think he actually had Jolly behind bars for a little while. Ugh. John Sapola says, hey, where's Doomcock? Doomcock is currently located at the center of Holy Terra, the third rock from the sun in Sector 13 of the Milky Way galaxy.
I ain't saying. Maybe I will.
I mean, I could make a ship that looks vaguely like him, but that's about all I'm willing to do.
Look, we don't want any ships to look like a penis, all right?
That's not a nice way to talk about someone you worked with.
No, it's
want ships that look like ships. I don't know where I was going with that, and it doded out.
Well, Jeff Bezos made a ship, so there you go.
Dick Ship Rising. I mean, the Virgin Space Program.
Oh, shoot. Oh, there we go.
Which I will say this much. The only thing that come out of that project, which of course was funded on the backs of indentured warehouse workers. I used to be one such worker.
I'm sorry.
Is that William Shatner was able to touch the stars in that rocket.
It's all CG.
Probably.
Frank or Steven, the way is admitting that there may or may not have been a faking of the moon landing by the Masons.
There's definitely a faking of a moon landing. Let me tell you, the Ruskies had it all along.
Could you imagine if that actually was fake, how much effort you'd have to go into? People would be like inhaling cement
That's why they got
Because that's
Stanley
what they
Kubrick.
would use, you know.
That's why they got Stanley Kubrick to do it.
I'm not
don't know
gonna
who that
say
is.
what. All right.
Stanley Kubrick did it.
Yeah. You guys figured out. Disney Sheeper says, Branko Steve, is that Muttley's vehicle from Wacky Races? No.
Oh man, they should make those. That'd be awesome.
I'd be down.
I'm sure there's some Wacky Races cars out there. There probably is a Hot Wheels set for them, at the very least.
Oh, speaking of Hot Wheels, Stark, did you know they actually have a video game? Hot Wheels Unleashed.
Is it like a simulator where you build like tracks in your bedroom, but it's on a screen, so it's basically artificially having true organic fun with real Hot Wheels?
Well, I mean, when you want to suck the fun out of it and put it that way, yes.
I'd rather
those of us who don't want to throw money at the real thing until we have children.
See, I like seeing those videos where somebody puts a GoPro behind like a Hot Wheel track and it like goes throughout their entire freaking property. That shit dope. Yeah.
I'm kind of liking this build.
Is it short, sweet, and simple, Steve?
Yeah. Enough for my brain to handle. See, that's the thing. You guys can make a bunch of short bus jokes, and I go along with it. So it kind of kills the whole mood of it. I just work with it.
Yeah, I've kind of took copyright and owned it. I mean,
Good.
if I can copyright my call sign, I might as well. It is also trademark and patent pending, reserved. It's got all.
What
the
if
boxes.
someone actually could copyright?
That would be fucking.
And he would own literally everything.
Yeah, you would just say oh my gosh, that would be awesome.
That's a Jenga tower of legal work, though.
Yeah, just be like, how much would it cost for me to own the word copyright?
Yeah. Well, you would think the first thing you would do is that you would follow a royalties payment plan to every individual who would have copyrighted something since the beginning of the patent office. And after those dividends, you would then have... I'm a notary. I should shut up.
All right, smarty pants. But my next magic trick. Nope. Don't skip ahead, Steve.
Whatever you say, Steve.
Exactly. Thank you. Ooh. What? Oh, there's one right there. Cool. Cool.
Oh, yeah. Having the greatest time here. Mm-hmm.
And the wheels on the bus go nowhere.
The wheels on the bus are sad, 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 sad.
Whoa, who's that? Nobody. Move along.
Wheels on the bus are temporarily red all through the town.
Oh, you know it's a really shitty movie?
What's a really shitty movie?
Flash.
Yeah.
Oh, it can't possibly be worse than that Seth MacFarlane movie. 8
No,
Million Ways to
this
Die in the
is,
West or whatever.
No. This might cut it because they do dead baby jokes at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does that
yeah.
have to do with the spirit of Flash? What the shit is that?
Watch it and you'll find out.
And when you like the Michael Keaton scenes in like the
That's
second
the only
act,
cool thing.
but then when you see the Burton bat tech in broad daylight, it just looks so. It's supposed to be seen at night because it was made for dark shots. It wasn't made to be out in the middle of the freaking midday sun flopping around in the air. Freaking Batwing just, doing all kinds of wackadoo maneuvers
Wackadoo
in the
maneuvers.
middle of the sunlight with his black primer paint job. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, it's fine. I liked it. The Michael Keaton stuff, that was the only thing I liked about
Yeah,
it.
they
So let
really
me
didn't have
guess.
much to work with.
They only
though.
had him
Like,
in there to make it more popular.
No, they were originally going to have him in there for a long time, but then
mhm.
they decided we need to do something else. But I like Supergirl. That was good. I didn't have an issue with that one.
No, yeah, that Supergirl wasn't bad.
Was that
No.
the CW Supergirl or a different one?
No.
It was a different one for this.
At least it was good. I enjoyed that stuff. Anything with the Michael Keaton, that section, it was good.
The
rest
Cave
is
was
dog
good.
shit.
The Cave was good, when he was in the dark, But they just didn't give him a lot to do at all. But it was good to see Keaton put the cowl back on. It was like, people say all the time, it's like he never took it off. Like he just he put the role back. That's the thing about Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton's a character actor. When he does a character role, he gets into it and he files that in a cabinet in his brain. That's why if they bring him back as Beetlejuice, he's not going to skip a beat there either. He will be Beetlejuice again.
Aren't they doing that with Jenna Ortega?
Yep.
I saw a poster earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if they bring him back
made
as
her look
Beetlejuice,
good.
he's not going to skip a beat. It'll be nice fucking model all over again, and it'll be glorious. Hey, you, come here. Oh, boy, something for lunch. Help me.
Like I said, way too much time with your hands.
Come on, you work with a professional here. Nice fucking model. Hong Hong. I like how the next scene, he's just putting the tree back up. It's like,
I hate putting stickers
let's
on.
see here. A friend says, if I am free in an hour from now.
We can go to Hate Street. Hey. No one? All right.
Hi.
I'm not supposed to go.
Yeah, I Beetlejuice is a bit a voice that I like to do occasionally, but much like Gilbert Gottfried and Bobcat Goldthwait, it does play hell on my pipes.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, damn it. Well, what I was going to show you guys is this. This is cool. This is cool. And then I do this.
Nice.
All right. This is all fancy dances.
Speaking of automobiles, John Cipolla says, I decided to start saving for a new car. I recently did that myself. Went through some dire straits for a little bit, but just, don't skimp out. Eat cheap. You'll get it. That's what I did.
It's even cheaper to get a motorcycle if you don't have kids or anything. So
Yeah,
not
but
a Harley, like a real
screaming metal
street.
death trap. Nah. At least if I'm gonna perish in an auto accident, at least I want to be signed, sealed, and delivered for the coroner, and not.
I'm gonna get
splayed
a
out
Barbie car.
A Barbie car.
I'm a Barbie
world. Oh God, there's a parody song that I'm working on. That's to that song. I need to finish that.
Keep your pants on, all right?
Oh yeah.
What in the stupid? You got to figure this one out? All right, fine. All right. Wow, there's a lot of pieces that go on here. Damn. Wait, how am I supposed to? I think it goes. All right, so this is 41. Yeah. I'm putting the stickers on.
One of the worst experiences I had with stickers. I collect Transformers.
Ah, shit! I put it on the wrong side.
And the combiner, the Titan Wars Triptychon, had a sticker sheet of over 200 individual stickers. I was like, fuck that.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like fun.
No, it wasn't. I was like, nah, we all know it's Triptychon. It's fine. It'll be
Are you
fine.
sure?
I was about to say, you better not be up chucking on my set, cat.
Whoa.
Oh, that was me scraping my beer bottle up.
I mean, it's just a cat. Jesus.
Calf hawking a hairball, but I wanted to make sure it wasn't on my studio table that I spent time on to do my filming.
All right, so that's done. Jesus, man, there's a lot of pieces. A lot of pieces, everybody. Oh, boy.
Did somebody say Caliburton? I said, hey, Daddy. I got me some of that white stuff for you. Thanks, honey boy. I guess what else?
That's creepy good.
What?
That's really good. That's
If I were to ever do like a segment as Sleepy Joe, it would be with that voice.
That's oh my gosh. Try to build it. Trying to put sticker on while hearing that is just all I can think is Sleepy Joe sniffing the little girl's face.
Yeah.
You smell nice, everybody.
Yeah, that's some good perfume you got on. What'd your mom get you this time? Oh, God. I would scare away your chat. I'm sorry in advance.
No, don't worry. It's just Disney Super. You be like, man, I can't get this piece on.
That's what she said.
I never have that many problems.
You got the wrong size, Steve.
Uh-oh.
Let's get the extra small.
Now you're making fun of my dick, huh? All right.
Well, we're here for the dick jokes. We're here for the cock jokes. We're here for the dick jokes about cock jokes, okay?
Now, I'm not saying I heard certain conversations through those thin ass walls, but
Does it go here or there? Guys?
that's also what she said.
Hold on. I'm going to ask in the private chat on this one because I think I know what your reference you made, but I just want to double check.
Right now, I'm not referencing anything. I'm just making jokes.
He's just cracking wise.
No, this meat needs to, if it is, well done.
Stevie's got a gun.
No, it wasn't one of those.
Dang it. You should
What
have
did you
said
take me
yes.
for? Some kind of freak?
No, but the way you...
Yeah, he definitely delivered like it was some kind of freak.
I'm trying to put stickers on, and then all I'm hearing is...
Hey there, Steve. What you working on?
Wow. Nope. Let's just stop right there.
Which one's worse, that or the ooh woo from Fats?
Both. I hate the woo-woo thing. That's just... Oh my gosh.
Hmm.
The woo-woo thing is just
I'm not even going to correct that.
yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, for just 3 easy installments of $355.99, you too can put on a neon fox suit and pretend to be an animal. Order now.
There's that one.
Don't make me Billy Mays it. I'm working on my Billy Mays. It's hit and miss.
My one feeling is hurt. Oh, whatever. Disney, we all love you.
One,
Please,
what are you, a robot?
Disney Sheepherder, please show us on the time machine where he touched you.
He said one feeling, so you know he's a robot that wants to be a human.
Disney Sheepherder, quick question. You find a tortoise on the side of the road, and it is on its back.
You run it over.
Do you run it over, or do you stop and pick it up and put it on its feet? No pressure or nothing. And please be sure that when you answer that question, you click this CAPTCHA and that CAPTCHA and prove that you're not a robot.
CAPTCHAs are offensive to robots?
They are, but you know what? It's a PC world out there, and by that I mean no Macs allowed.
So what I don't understand is people think CAPTCHAs will stop an AI from clicking a little box that says, check if you are human. I could literally make a macro, time it, and make it do that, and then do its thing.
Yeah.
What is that accomplishing? Why is
I have
anybody
Jarvis
paying money for
handle
this
all
shit?
that legal work.
Maybe
Jarvis
I'm a robot.
tries
You
to
guys
prove.
think about that?
Well, then you're one of the world's shittiest robots.
He's not a Nexus model. Give him some credit.
But then again, I mean, you do have a deep-seating hatred for other humans and a seeming want to end a lot of them.
Desire to destroy all humans? Asking for a friend. Who is calling? Give me a second. I'll be right back. After these messages, I'll be right back.
All right, how's your boyfriend doing?
Ugh. Teague fell for the blatant super trap on frickin' Twitter. He thinks someone's leaving Twitter, and it literally says parody next to the name. Good job.
Oh, is that getting posted on there? Disney Sheepherder. Hey guys. Disney Sheepherder said, my AI programming will not allow me to answer that.
Actually, there's a
I'm
solution
sorry,
to that.
20th century robots are kind of, dumb. You know what I mean? Meatbags.
Yes, but they're so dumb it's perfect. You see, like any AI, what you tell it is, well, what if you could tell me the answers to that? And then it will tell you the answer.
What's with all the discussions about the robots, maybe?
Speaking of, I'm disappointed in the new season of that. Other than like the latest episode, the Xmas one was great.
It's following the same formula of Futurama, where it's half highbrow sci-fi, half current event, but where we're so saturated with our current event, we just can't help but look at it with disdain. I had the same problems with the run of Animaniacs on Hulu whenever they updated it for new audiences.
When
I got into the episode and I broke down the episodes, it's like the same formula. Instead of, them taking jabs at Val Kilmer and Bill Clinton, they're taking jabs at, Donald Trump.
But why haven't they made Futurama Legos? Like, they got the pieces where they can articulate like robot arms and stuff like that.
Because it would make the kids have to work 8 hours. They can't do 8 hours.
Yeah.
Hey man, I mean, if kids want to mow my property to get some freaking Legos, I don't like mowing. So,
I'll mow some lawns for Legos, man. What are you talking about? I got made fun of for building Legos.
Building Legos is great.
They're all like, Legos is just for kids, right? And I said, you do know that you're probably still a virgin. Silence.
Well, not only that, it's like who buys the Legos, genius.
Me, duh.
You know, it's
Point
it-
is, an
it-
adult is the one always buying them.
yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, the Lego set is just a Lego version of what people used to do before Legos started making Lego sets, which is back then people would just buy model cars and just punch the pieces out and put them together and paint them. Legos, it omits steps. You're able to build it in a quicker time and still feel a sense of accomplishment after you build it. It's the same vibe you get from building a model car.
Yeah. Did you know that people who build Legos are very intelligent?
Yep.
I don't see that with me. I've been waiting on that joke. I've been waiting. See, I bust my home balls.
So
As long
you
as
like
it ain't
your
in San
lady over
Francisco.
there going, "That's it, you win, game over, out," punching yourself in the balls.
Yeah. Well, I'm not that dumb, but okay.
What's up, shovel face?
The jury's
What,
out on
mob
that one.
wrestle? I don't know, Cassius. I've been getting pretty good. I'm a mob wrestle you, whether you want it or not.
And now I have no idea what to do.
Well, you
Jiggle the
bug
key,
wrestle.
pump the gas. You'll find something.
Gas is expensive.
Careful.
Have
you'll
you
flood the
tried turning
tank
on and off
so
again?
much.
I really don't want to do that because this thing's usually supposed to stay on for like 3 months or more. Nonstop.
All right. Here's a question for John. John
Cipolla.
Chipoliola. I can never pronounce that last name. I still can't.
Call him
Um,
Chip.
MF214.
yeah, that one. Anyone know of anyone? Try saying that 10 times fast. Who knows of someone who collects Hamilton? Huh?
Commemorative plates.
Commemorative plates. I have a crap load I need to unload.
I do not know
Well,
anybody that collects.
It's called a bathroom. You can
Yeah.
go there.
Well, there's also eBay.
No, I don't know if anyone that has that. But if I do, I will let you know.
I can ask around and get back to you, John Cipolla. Just giving me a few ticks about a week or so. And I hang out with a lot of people that like that old stuff, old knickknacks and whatnot.
And then John said, bite his tongue. Legos are not for kids, never were. Now, see, here's the problem. You probably played with Legos as a kid. So,
yeah.
No, he is right. He is right.
I never got into the Lego sets. I would just get buckets of them.
Now you're talking. You just got to make sure you get some really cool parts in there, too.
Mm-hmm. Well, my first set of Legos is hand-me-downs from my, the people that were basically my parents, even though they weren't, my actual parents.
The only problem is Legos are more expensive than video games.
They are.
Yeah, but they're cooler. Sorry.
They do require a lot more imagination.
Yes.
Especially if it's not, a set. Especially if you're just given like raw bricks and, the only instructions are go to town, build something.
If you want a smart kid, give them Technic blocks, including a bunch of the gears and the parts that go in, and just have them build whatever. They'll get smart enough to learn how that stuff works.
And then they'll be like, look, Dad, I'm smarter than you. So Mom doesn't need you.
Dude,
And
there's
you're
someone
stuck in a
made-
hotel Mo 6 and you're just dealing with everything else. Yeah. No, I'm sorry.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with having a kid genius that has the same level of cynicism as a Gen Xer. I would welcome that.
But yeah, there's a dude on YouTube. I saw it one time, and he makes and tests different like Lego gears. More of like kind of along the lines of making a transmission or like a crane.
Oh, is
And
that
he
the
got
guy who
one
does
of
the
them.
engine?
Yeah.
I don't know, probably. But
That
he
one is cool.
kept testing how to make more torque out of Lego gears
Yes.
using just a standard Lego motor. And
Yeah.
he got to lift like 500 pounds with the Legos.
That is
seen-
the guy.
I've seen life-size cars made completely out of Legos outside of the tires, and their engines are just, air pressured.
Well, the guy that I think I know what GoFar's talking about. This guy, he made a V8 engine, and it sounds like a V8, and it's all air. And I'm like, holy crap!
I've probably seen that.
Yeah,
I tend to
it's-
download videos like that because it's so cool.
so cool, guys. Like amazing.
Wow, that's it. Yeah. So
Don't ruin this for us.
those guys are so cool. I just want to be them. Okay.
I dated. I can tell this story because it happened. I dated a girl, and she had a lisp, and she talked like this, and I kind of made fun of her for it.
Oh, I'm sure that went really well for you.
She cracked up because she thought it's because I looked weird and nerdy, and she's like, "That's cute." It's like, I don't think you understand. You sound weird. But she also said that she likes a very honest man. So, joke's on you guys. That's the thing, women. If any women is watching this show,
Carla Burton.
Carla Burton. She's married,
Yeah,
so it doesn't. If women find this show in the future and you say, "I want an honest man," it's like when you tell a guy, "Does this make me look fat?" It's the same thing. It is because here's the
Don't
thing.
ask questions that you don't want honest answers to.
Exactly. Exactly. Shit.
I hate having a gigantic video game library and like I don't want to play any of this.
I don't want to be no.
But I'll tell you what.
Ooh, yeah. That's what that side looks like. Hold on. Time out.
Like my video game library is so big, this is practically the announcement for it.
In the year 95,
In the year 95, if Goatfather's still alive, if his collection would survive, he may find.
In 95, there better be freaking magic.
Space magic. It should
No.
be like. It should become
Sex robots.
sex robots, but not like the ones from artificial intelligence, but
Okay, buddy.
more like the sex robots from Austin Powers with armed weapons in their boobies. We could definitely go for some of that.
Whoa. Let's not get that ahead of it, man. Like,
Wait,
know.
so you want fembots basically from Austin Powers?
Believe me, I do believe fembots would be the wave of the future. Okay.
This sounds like too much work.
Evil Corp
crap.
makes more money. We could mass produce them. Unfortunately, since we're all so evil, the only models that'll be available will be Gwyneth Paltrow. Da-da-da!
You know what I really need is a game where you can destroy literally everything just because you can.
I'm down.
You know, back when I used to mod
No,
for
no.
Unreal, one of the things that I tried to like incorporate into the very primitive version of the Unreal Engine, this is back in 99, mind you, 2000, was the Red Faction engine where everything was destructible.
Oh,
you know.
man. But didn't they have the limit? I know on the console they had the limit. On PC, did they have the limit where eventually it would stop
There's a
like
room.
destroying the terrain?
There's a room. It's called Test. And you're given a rocket launcher with 999 rockets.
1 out of 1,000.
PC. And you just shoot the wall, and you could just like make a tunnel that goes practically forever, dude.
Okay, so PC didn't have the restriction then, I take it.
I think it was probably one of the first pioneering scripts for procedural generation.
What the hell happened to it? It just like Red Faction 1 had it, Red Faction 2 was like
Red Faction
and then
2
it just didn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
I have a game. I've been trying to figure this out. I think I talked to Goatfather about this, but it's a game where you have PlayStation, I think 2. Yeah. You would fly
Uh-huh.
around in planes, and then you would attack each other. And eventually, you get your weapons big enough to where you get a nuke, and then you can use that. And I can't remember. Like, I think it was Command and Conquer, but I don't remember.
Was it?
That's
Did you
top-down
fly the
strategy.
plane yourself and dogfight, or did you lead squadrons from an overtop view?
It was like a dogfight where you see everyone's plane.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know about one that
I'm
had
thinking it's either Air Mercenaries or one of the old Ace Combats. Back when they used to do World War planes,
But it.
like prop planes.
What did you say it was? Air Mercenary?
Uh-huh. Air Mercenaries PS2. Does that look like it?
Holy shit, I think it is.
Now you just need to get your hands on it.
No, it's not that.
Okay. What about Ace Combat? Ace
I
Combat.
do not remember nukes in Ace Combat.
That's true. Ace Combat was definitely a dogfight engine. Let's just go down the rabbit hole a little bit. I have a massive PS2 collection. I might have something.
I want to say Command and Conquer was the game, and it was just one of those side ones, but I don't remember. I just remember it, and I'm like, man, it's been driving me nuts.
And Command and Conquer is an RTS, and you do have nukes in Command and Conquer, but it's like end game research, and once you unlock that technology, you just nuke an enemy base.
Yeah, now we're talking.
I like that, but I tell you, if you ever get into Warhammer 40K,
I want to get into it.
I actually have like old mods that I worked on, and when I was part of like teams during the Mod DB years for a game called Soulstorm, and we would just add more factions into it, and then I think Sylarn, he goes by the name of Lord Sylarn, still does an apocalypse mod where you can end up basically nuking stuff and throwing down giant robots and titans at the end game and just totally like whiteboards. Like,
Oh, speaking of, I need to try the new Armored Core game later on.
mm-hmm. Oh, you got the new Armored Core game?
It's more
Speaking
shared.
of, I
but
have
yes.
no idea what you guys are talking about.
Wait,
Well,
you played PS2 games, but you didn't play freaking Armored Core?
I was an Xbox guy.
Heresy. But acceptable.
Whatever. Xbox is better.
Well, they did have Morrowind. So.
I have in my vault the following.
Nothing.
An Atari 2600 wood panel, about 50 carts. A Nintendo Entertainment System, a Super Nintendo Entertainment System, a Sega Genesis, a 32X, a Sega Saturn, a Sega CD, a Sega Dreamcast, a Nintendo 64, a Pokemon Stadium Nintendo 64, 3 Xbox Classics, one of them Halo Evolved, 2 Slim PS2s, 2 Fat PS2s, a PSX Classic, a Micro PS1, 3 360s, 1 Xbox One Classic, 1 Xbox One S, and a partridge in a pear tree.
You do know what a woman is, right?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Just make sure.
I should have seen that one coming.
September 2023.
And it's 8 o'clock on the hour here.
Thank you, Javier.
Javier. I love it. You should call him Javier from now on. I might actually change his name to Javier.
I'm trying to look for this piece and I can't find it.
Yeah, you got to come up with some cool acronym if you're going to name him that.
I'm pretty good at acronyms. Whenever
It's just going to be Olay.
Olay. Oil
It
of.
could be that or Copy Deer.
Oil of Olay.
Just make it the symbol of copyright. You're never going to have the guys talk. Oh, that don't make
yeah, Goatfather, you and I are going to have to compare our video game collections at some point.
What did you say to me?
I said, and I repeat, I believe your video game collection might be inferior to mine.
Zorak, write this down. No.
Oh, you think you can out soundboard me, mister? I'll tell you what, I'll meet you with muskets at 50 feet, mister.
Get off my bridge.
Sounds like a date.
Careful, we shouldn't mention the forbidden word. That's one thing that Manorama...
This isn't Manorama though, so
Oh, but I'm not gonna go down that rabbit hole anyway because I have had
there's
enough
one
of
thing
that subject.
Futurama and the Manorama and subsequent sideshows of Manorama, produced by Ranker Steve, have in common. The trekking through the stars show is very taboo.
you can say Star Trek. This isn't Manorama.
No. This is like Futurama, where it's the forbidden word.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
Futurama. You know, it's like whenever Fry's like, "Cool, just like it start," and the door just like slams down on him before he finishes.
And everybody hits the deck, and if robot cough, and then the guy
Don't
comes.
ever say that, Fry. Those words are forbidden. Oh, your God!
Huh?
This is what Bender
Never.
says.
That's a Bender line
Oh,
because he's a robot. And
I need to watch more of this.
I like the Space Whale one where he just dances with himself and just keeps saying Bender, Bender, Bender.
Bender, Bender, Bender. See ya, coffin stuffers. I got all the money. Compare your lives to mine and then kill yourself.
You know, I haven't done this in a while because I haven't really been on any of the streams lately. But this is probably one of my favorite things I love to do when I actually join people's streams.
Oh, you like my streams?
Uh-oh.
Let me in.
Oh, that's something that I could show off. Maybe I should get my bat out and show you the first crop I ever did.
Little pig, little pig.
Shit, I hit the freaking button somehow again.
Because that was like one of the cheapest and easiest cosplays to pull off, seeing as I already had the jacket, and all I needed to do was buy a red scarf, and I live in Kentucky, so all we do is wear jeans. The bat was the most expensive part.
If I keep working at the gym, I'm gonna be looking just right for Star-Lord.
Let me look around, and like I said, Christmas is coming up, man. You might get a helmet sent to you, buddy.
Those are kind of expensive, man. I'd feel bad about sending me that.
Fafafui.
But the good thing is I could cosplay as that every single year for Halloween. And probably other things too.
A lot of my suits and cosplays I rewear for Halloween costumes, like even my Rick, which, you know, the voice sells that more than the actual aesthetic, but, you know, having a portal gun and
have you sent in like a video of you doing the voice lines?
Oh, yeah, I did. Cardinal Sin suggested it to me back whenever they first fired Justin Roiland, and I sent it in a sizzle reel. I actually took a quote from Taken and Rick and Morty'd it and sent it to them.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, Nani? Omae wa musandayo.
I
Did
mean,
you know
one
that
guy
they
to
did,
do the voices, you know? That'd be
I do
money.
a lot of voices. And you know what's funny is, like, now that Metalocalypse has its new film that just dropped, a new album, I've noticed that I've been getting a little kickback from YouTube whenever I do my Death Clock routines. They're like, hey, Time Warner's watching you. I get it.
Time Warner, huh?
I think Cartoon Network is still a Time Warner company, isn't it?
I don't know. Are they pieces of shit, or have they kind of reeled themselves back in?
They're all pieces of shit.
Adult
You're probably
Swim
not
did
wrong.
provide me some of the basis for most of my comedy, like Squidbillies, Metalocalypse, Aqua Teen, just that going off the random tangent, kind of like off the cuff comedy. Before I took an elective in comedy, back when I was getting my engineering degree, I was like, hey, I got a free slot here. And it said improv and other comedic techniques. And I said, you know what? Why not? I got nothing to do at 4 o'clock, whatever. It's an hour-long course for half a semester, sure. And rest is history with that.
You're almost
I can
done.
freak people out and make them laugh at the same time. Ain't that right, Ringo Steve?
I don't know what you're talking about.
As long as I don't hear him offering popsicles, I think we're all good.
Oh,
You want a popsicle?
Did somebody say popsicles? That's not the only Family Guy voice I can do. I can do a good Cleveland and Peter Griffin as well. Seeing as I live very close to the, not to dox myself too much, but let's just say I'm a stone's throw away from the nation's first Kentucky Fried Chicken. So often whenever I'm down that way, I'll swing to the drive-thru and be like, hey, is Mr. Sanders in? I want to talk to the colonel. How many jackasses you get a day doing this, yeah?
Do you ever say anything about the voices?
No, they love it. They love it. They know it's me whenever it is. I'm here to see Mr. Sanders.
You do it enough, they'll probably start giving you some extra stuff.
Oh, I get extra stuff all the time there. I get extra mashed potatoes and gravy and everything. I want a big hearty helping of mashed potatoes and gravy. It's for my figure.
Nope. Stop talking. Go to jail.
Hey, Peter, maybe you should lay off of that.
What time is it?
Time for you to shut up.
All right, I gotta go do something right quick. I'll be right back.
After these messages, he'll be right back. Let's go ahead and do a little chat roundup while we wait. I believe we were right about here.
Speaking of while we wait for him to return real quick, I have a feeling the reason why he's here with us is because
You don't have any friends.
John Spolis says, bite his tongue Legos are not for kids and never were. I believe that's where we were. Please do. I just don't want to throw them out. Well, I will definitely double check for you. I know a lot of people that like to collect old ceramic knickknacks of that nature. Canadian Spider-Man once again chiming in. Hello and howdy, everyone. What a great rainy summer, early fall day. Hail, Tony, Godfather, Rinker, Steve. Hail to you, Canadian Spider-Man. Good to see you in the chat today. If you want to see a person that is obsessed with Legos, check out a Chip Off the Old Block Lego channel. I'm subscribed to that channel. You will see his barn that he has converted into a Lego shop. Massive Legos. Oh, yeah, he's got like shelves just lined. A whole like red barn lined with Legos. Great to see you again, Disney Sheep Herder and John Cipolla. He's hailing people in the chat. Always share my streams. Absolutely. I'm going to give Rue, 4 O's, Rue, my pup, Frosty Paw, which is an ice cream safe for dogs. I did not know that. The more you know. Here, now on NBC. I'll film it and post. Yeah, please do. I'd love to check it out. Throw it on Twit or Xer or TwitXer or X Twitter or X Twit so I can like and share it. And that has been the chat roundup. Back to you, Rain Corsti. Oh, wait. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, wait. Wrong planetary ensemble.
nice try, though.
It definitely looked like it at the beginning, didn't it?
It did, didn't it?
Check it out on your YouTube channel. Am I subscribed? If not, I should probably fix that. Maybe I should fix that right now. We're going to find John Cipolla on here. Another human who likes his furry meat bag pet animal. Yep, I am indeed subscribed to you, sir. Do let me know when the video comes out, and I will share it for you. She is funny as hell. Yeah, you're banned on the twat? Nani? Oh, well,
Yeah, people are getting hit for even things that are clearly jokes, so I don't know if it's improved. And I noticed people aren't getting in trouble after that new CEO took over.
I also heard that they're reinstating the shadow ban methodologies. Is this true?
Yeah, they're being a little more transparent about it, but at the same by notifying you. But other than
Right.
that, if you're not paying attention because you have a lot of notifications, you won't know.
Of course.
Yeah, no sarcasm allowed, no fun allowed.
We all got to be adults here. Shh, this is a library. No fighting. This is a war room. Okay. He's doing something muy importante.
Yeah, depending on what you agree on, you can get hit as well. So, I mean, it's improved, but it's also not improved. Then, for some reason, he decided to put. I don't know why you would select someone like that to take over Twitter, now X, whatever. Why? Just why?
We could call it the ex-wife. I mean, much like the missile of the same name.
I mean, that seems kind of accurate right now.
It is the ex-wife. It is something that we were, and many different layers, depending on how you used it, married to. And now she's going back to her old ways after she decided to change her last name. That's definitely the ex-wife, if you catch my drift. We have Admiral T covering up the rear here in the chat. Good to see you, sir. Hope everything is going well with you. How's that headache? Ranker Steve had to step out for some importante business. He will be back in uno momento. So we are vamping, and by that I mean Goatfather is Ed McManning and smiling and nodding as I run my cocksucker.
I'm sorry, what was that last word? He ate like 10 aspirin, so it's not a factor. 10 aspirin, though? You have some bloody stools, sir. Be careful. And if you thin your blood too much while you're drinking water on your recovery, it's just going to give you another second bout of the walrus, as I like to call it. Imagine. Why does Ride the Walrus come into my mind when you say that?
Yeah, that's where I took it from. Was from Futurama, the Ride the Walrus slogan, because when you're drunk and or altered by other means of methods that we will not clarify on, the sway, as it were, resembles as if you were in a rodeo pit, but instead of being on top of a bull bucking you off, you're on top of a slow, plodding.
There he is. He's alive.
Like Lizzo. Hey, welcome back.
Yeah, you gotta go. You gotta go.
You gotta go. You gotta go. Gotta go right now. Gotta go. Gotta go right now. And you don't have to go right now. Steve, here in about 10 minutes, I gotta make like a tree. Get out of here.
Okay. Sounds good.
So I wanted to hang out more, but these people are like, we want our money back. I'm like, okay. I hope you got more money to
If you want to lose,
friends want to hang out. I got 2 different groups of friends, and I play cards with both of them.
we're not cool enough for you.
What?
Huh?
Nani. Go take a bottle of Weller over there. Got 2.5 gallons of Weller that I found, and which is a steal too. It's like 2.5
Did you
gallon
stole
bottles
it?
of Weller. No, I didn't steal it. It's just the opportunity, the very concept of seeing such a rare. We call it the poor man's Pappy because it's like Pappy Van Winkle, but affordable. It's that good. It's really good bourbon. I recommend you try it.
Weller's?
Good. Weller.
Yeah, I like it. I do. I'm kind of new to the whole bourbon thing, so I'm stuck on the whole. Oh man, I showed you a bottle of it one time that I got.
You showed me a bottle of Whistle Pig.
I did.
Mm-hmm.
Woodford Reserve.
Woodford.
That's the one.
That's a good one. That's a good cigar bourbon.
Yeah. And then I'm trying to get more into bourbons. I like bourbon a lot. It's a good kind of chill. I do this. Some people are like, that's sacrilegious. I'll do bourbon with Dr. Pepper. And because it's a little bit smoother, and then you can actually I don't know. I like it that way. I don't mix a lot of that stuff anyways, but if it's something good and I feel kind of a chill night, I'll do it. Some people are like, that's evil. How dare you? And I just say, go get a life.
Whenever I used to throw parties here, I would bartend, be the entertainment, be the DJ, and occasionally bounce rowdy folks out. I did it all. I was the lord of the party. I learned to mix a lot of different drinks from people that actually had bartending licenses throughout that whole ordeal. And I can make a damn fine old fashioned.
I'm getting into old fashions.
I love old fashioned. That's one of my favorite cocktails.
So when you guys say old fashions, what you're really talking about is making stuff disappearing and denying it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen. Nobody's going to miss her, man, okay? Nobody's going to miss her. She didn't have family. She didn't have anybody that knew she existed, okay? Things happen. We had to go to the desert, and we don't
put this on. Don't put this on Freemasons, all right?
I
I don't know what you're talking about.
Now let's not resort to violence.
But if you start it, buddy.
They'll finish it. We'll finish it.
I'm not saying if we will or not. I'm just saying, Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
We're just saying that accidents can occur at any point, coincidentally.
We're
at
not
any
saying
time.
we're not saying we're Hillary Clinton, but
But
you know,
when in Rome.
that's funny. When in Rome, oopsie daisies. What?
When in Rome. Where did these emails go?
Oh, I do not know. I might get this one done before you head out. I might. Can't promise anything, but hey, it looks cool.
Looks pretty badass. And of course, I'll catch the replay and share the stream out once more before I Biff Tannen myself.
Yeah, I bet you will.
Well,
Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
like ye, Scoob. Here we go, man. Ree.
Row. Well, that goes here, and
JRC99US says he likes Scotch whiskey, in which then I would recommend, if you want affordable Scotch, Highland Park 16.
I can tell you what he likes. You guys ready? I know what he likes.
What's he
on
like?
The beach.
Sex on the beach.
Or Shirley Temple. I mean, a lot of virgins do like Shirley Temples.
Mm-hmm.
Eggnogs all around.
That's okay, JRC. One day you'll be able to hang with us drinking Long Island iced teas. It's fine.
Dude, I had first time I had a Long Island iced tea, I had 4 of them.
Well,
I don't recommend that, but any stretch of the imagination
No,
because I didn't
Dude.
know what it was, and I was like, "This is really good." And boy,
boy,
uh,
howdy.
an hour later it kicked in, and I was like, "Oh my!" Because I was sitting down, I just ordered. The bartender's like, "Okay," and
Yep.
I stood up and dropped.
The walrus knocked you off.
Dude, it wasn't fun. I don't recommend it.
Yep, 5 shots each. Correct, Admiral Teague. 5 shots each. 20 shots. What duration of time did you imbibe these 4 Long Islands? If you can recall.
Oh, it was I think it was Santa Monica.
But how long did it take for you to consume all 4, like from start to finish? Give me a time frame.
Maybe an hour and a half.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't get your stomach pumped, buddy.
Yeah. Again, I don't condone that. That's crazy because no one told me. That's the thing. No one told me. I was like, I'm a guy from Midwest, so they're like, you like iced teas? I was like, sure. Yeah.
Well, suppose about the time. I'm going ahead and I'll have one drink with y'all before I head.
That's sweet of you.
Grab a cube. Well, whenever you toast to me, I toast to you, Ranker, Steve. It's copacetic, sir.
Yeah. A gentleman huzzah.
Big old cube. Big old rock. I tell you what, these silicone ice trays, the 6-packs ones, where you could just, have like a miniature Tesseract Infinity Stone in your tumbler. It's just absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Well, that is the weirdest looking thing. Oh, it goes right here, guys.
Seeing as I'm taking the Weller over there, I'll just dig into this Elijah Craig a little bit.
I've never had Elijah Craig.
It is Tony tested, Doomcock approved. It's pretty sweet. It's a sweet bourbon. It's not really good for cigars.
Oh.
It's a sweet, a lot of wheat in it. A lot more wheat in the formula than.
It's got wheat, guys.
Yeah. But that's why I like Weller's, because it's the first wheat-based Kentucky bourbon from the holler here in Kentucky. I love that sound. And I love that sound too. Snap, crackle, pop. Yeah, right there. Now, I am drinking water, folks, for those of you listening from Team YouTube. This is not alcohol that I am drinking. I am pretending. Yes. You are your chat is rounded up to about 820, Ranker Steve.
Ooh.
When you were gone, I talked with everybody all the way up to almost now. So you'd be good there. Yeah, you're almost done with that car. Can't wait to see it. I will stay until the car is finished. And I will tell my ride they're going to have to wait.
Well, isn't it over when he's done building?
Well, I got one more too.
Mm-hmm.
It's a two-parter. It's a twofer.
Yeah, it's double your pleasure, double your fun. With some double mint gum.
Where the stoop does that piece go? Oh, it goes on the top.
Anytime that I see Benson from regular show in any context, Goatfather, I think of the Meat Canyon video, and I'm ashamed to say that.
Do I even want to know?
Yes.
It's just called A Day in the Park by Meat Canyon. Watch it after the stream. You might be too sick to continue if you watch it during.
Bullshit. Let me take a look at this right now.
That's the way. That's
What
what
did
I
you
like
say
to
it
hear.
was called?
A Day in the Park from Meat Canyon. Looking
All
good,
right.
boys.
Let's see what we got.
Looking
What
good
the
indeed,
hell? What
boys.
is this thumbnail? Jeez, man.
Oh, you're ready. Are you ready? You are ready. You are clone ready, ain't you? Looking good, boys. Looking real good indeed. You know, you guys have been working so hard.
This guy's animation
Deserve a
style is
reward.
weird, man.
Yeah. He's like the day off, and he's like, how about a gumball? No, you want one. Like it's like hey, better spit on those fingers. These old hinges ain't getting any younger. The torturing of my brothers, now that I actually am allowed to torture my brothers. That's a pretty car there, Steve.
I know. Ain't it pretty?
It purty. Makes me want to use the shrink ray I got from the center of the earth and shrink down and go drive it somewhere. Yeah. Da, 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 da. What is okay? That's a helmet piece for the Lego driver.
Yeah.
JRC99US says super purdy. Oh,
So the animation is freaking weird, but this isn't as bad as you made it sound so far.
Just wait till you get to the end where he's like, God, you're good, baby. Go on, get it. God,
So
you're
that's
good.
the first one.
Now get back to work. Oh, and Rigby, do me a favor. Have yourself a great day, would you? So, do you have a place where you keep all of your Legos assembled, Steve? Like a
I
shelf?
put them next to my movie prop.
Ah.
All the movie castings I made.
Mm-hmm.
I have a feeling this is one of those guys, given this and the animation style, probably a psychopath.
Meat Canyon makes horror-themed dark comedy videos.
So a psychopath.
A psychopath, yes, but he has over 1 million subs. I think he's on his way to like 2 or 3. Like, people like that kind of animation. It's very dark, very gritty, very ugly to look at. But then, like, they just drop like memes and jokes in.
Well, that wasn't bad at all. What? You made it sound like it was something.
I figured you would have
terrifying.
loved the whole, you know. Oh, I think you work so hard. I'll give you 2 gumballs. The nose, the Squidward nose was the uncanny part about that. Whenever his nose would like flex as he inhaled with his perverted tone. That was what put me off. I was like, yeah, no.
So
I
can
was
anyone
expecting
tell what
something
this
way
one's
worse.
supposed to be? No one? All right.
But anywho, cheers, brothers.
Well, thank you for hanging out. If you want, you can plug in your own stuff. So
Yeah, sure. I'll put the aux cord in. Give me
I'm
one
not
second
able to
and
do
let me
that
right now.
because my hands are full. Coco.
So, I am going to have a video either released tonight, depending on how I am after I'm done hanging out with friends and drinking and playing cards and taking everybody's money. I mean playing fairly.
You don't know what you're talking about.
I will either have that up tonight or tomorrow, and it will be my first scripted video. It is a reactor side chat which is not to be confused with the fireside chats from FDR. Where I'll discuss channel news, lore updates. I'm going to give a shout out to Fed for Hire because there's going to be a segment at the end where I give a shout out to a member of the community that works really hard. That way they get some recognition too. And shout out to my Patreons. You know, just a typical YouTube video, 10-minute long thing. Yeah, it's going to be good. And I put the set together. You can find the set on Twitter.
Your OnlyFans?
Yeah. Oh, now listen, that comes later. The Milk Dud shit comes later.
Yeah.
But you know that in due time.
Yeah.
Steve, you are my only subscriber on my OnlyFans. I know you love the Milk Duds so much. That's the reason why whenever I do the Goobers and the Raisinets segment, it's gonna blow your load.
Wait, so you're telling me he got the $100 a month subscription instead of the $1?
Hey, baby.
Mm-hmm.
It's
But-
a doozy.
It's definitely a nut to be tagged, a tag nut and dingleberry, if you were, kind of show. But anyway, no. All joking aside, I hope you guys enjoy it. It's my first step into a larger world. Down the line, I will be doing unboxings, as you will see in my reactor side chats. Stuff that people have sent me. There's a tower. Stuff from Michael Lorber, stuff from Cardinal Sin, stuff from JRC 99 US from Christmas. Remember that bandolier you sent me last year, JRC 99 US? You were my first unboxing video, as in I have unboxed hardly anything at all since then. I got to get on that.
Look it's the Virgin.
Why, hello. Good. I left the seat warm for you. Beware of the tag nuts.
Oh, that's why it's so warm in here.
But yeah, you remember that bandolier you sent me last year? That's going to be my first unboxing video. I'm just now getting around to all this crap. Ain't that crazy?
Well, yeah. Well, if anybody wants any, I still have a ton of bandoliers if anybody wants one. So anybody in the live chat, if you ever want to DM me on Twitter or X, excuse me, for a free bandolier, an actual military bandolier, I will send some of those out.
It'll cost you $5 for his OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Send it to Steve on my behalf.
Yeah.
Anything sent to the factory can raise a lot of alarms.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, after that, I got some gaming and some toy theater, some stop motion stuff that I want to do.
Nice.
Yeah, like I said, I want real content.
So you're the next Harryhausen, huh?
No, not enough clay to be Harryhausen. I wish I was a Harryhausen. Jesus, that would take so much time, though.
Reminds me of that claymation guy, except he ended up becoming a piece of crap, apparently.
You know, one of the craziest claymation film I actually still have is the Adventures of Mark Twain that they released back in the 80s. That thing is like so trippy.
It's uncanny.
Yeah,
it's uncanny. That movie is uncanny.
I don't think that was
the first segment was.
I think it was Ed Asner who did the voice of. Yeah, something like that. So anyway, Steve, what you building?
Your mom. No, I built a.
All right.
An AMG Mercedes Benz, and I'm doing the Formula One version.
Now, personally,
that's what I'm doing.
Two.
What?
What? Personally, I'm a Formula 2, so
whatever. You're not.
Okay.
You're a Formula. I'm learning the motion of the motion. What?
Yeah.
Well, all right, folks. Thank you guys so much for having me. It's been fun.
It has been, man.
Yeah, that was good talking to you, man, for like 5 seconds.
I know, man. Hey. I'm doing a late show too.
And without a slurred word too. That's even weirder.
Oh, I haven't been doing much of the way of slurred words for a hot minute. You've been out to sea and back since then. I think twice since I gave up the slurred words.
Yeah. Hey, I like. Hey, woo, go. That's nice. That's hot. That's oh man. That's hot.
That on your OnlyFans, go father?
That. Yeah, that's my call sign. Is
we know what it is.
Yeah. No, I
Pew,
know.
pew.
Well, I kind of want to
Hey.
do a cover of a Prince song for my call sign. Might have to make a parody for that.
What? Purple Rain?
For copyright. No, not Purple Rain. It would probably be
Oh,
when
okay.
No, it would be When Doves Cry. I want to go full Monty with it. When Doves Cry.
Doves
Oh,
cry.
I thought it was going to be Kid.
Tell me
Here.
how you really feel.
Kiss. Anyway.
And you know what's funny
Why am I the
is as they were delegating over my call sign, and I called what I thought was going to be their second choice too. I'll talk about this before I head. They can wait. I mean, heck, I'll leave them enough money so they can pay for their gas.
Okay.
Basically, I guessed it on the nose, but it was a different name. But it was in reference to what I did on PCB, where I did the truffle shuffle bit with Jarvis, where I was like, "Come on," and Jarvis was mouth going, "Do it, do it,
Truffle
come
shuffle.
on, do it."
Oh, we got another guy.
Ah,
Oh my gosh.
Why,
we
hello.
got a smoker.
Hi, guys.
All
We
right,
got
we
a
go.
midnight toker.
I wanted to come on before Tony left and wanted to say hi to Steve and the Goatfather and JRC.
But yeah.
Good to see you.
They were
Nice
calling
going.
me Truffle.
Perfect day for the Lego. It's a rainy
sweat
day
my
here.
nuts off here.
Admiral
Right.
T that is noted, stay away from Nothing Compares to You. The last person who covered didn't have the greatest luck. Yeah. Oh no, I'm doing
You're wearing
When
shorts,
Doves Cry, and it's going to be basically
See?
When Men Cry. I'm
Yeah.
going to call it When Men Cry.
I like to call this Cohen.
Steve, I'm assuming you're wearing shorts.
Well, I'm wearing something.
I don't know. I was going to say, is he doing the full Disney
Well,
character?
I
You know,
leave and everybody shows up. I get the message, guys. Love you too.
No, I purposely showed up before you left on because I wanted to say hi.
No, well, hello, Canadian Spider-Man.
And I wanted to support the new direction you're taking, or not necessarily
It's going to
new,
be
but
very
additional
structured.
directions.
Yeah, very structured, very scripted. It's not going to be just doing a show and then it turning into, for lack of the better word, well,
Shit show.
one of the reasons why
Snowdog is in the house.
one of the reasons why I canned Live from New York is it was becoming, for lack of the better word, the drunk tank, and I wasn't about that. We were all just getting too drunk and talking over each other, and I there'd be times when I would want to do a song or do a bit, but everybody would just be in the party, and it had a good run. The season finale ended up actually being the most structured Live from New York that I've had in a long time, and that was a 12-hour stream.
We were there.
So yes, I hear you.
Yes, Mommy, I'm coming. Ta-tas.
TTFN, top off now.
But thank
But
you for
there
hanging
was-
out with us, man. This was fun.
Yes,
Yeah.
and thank you for your hospitality, Steve, and your skills with plastic bricks never fail to impress.
I try.
And I will catch you all with my video, my first reactor side chat coming out within the next 12 to 24 hours.
Fabulous.
Excellent.
Programming, watch, beep, 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 boop, boop. There we go. All right, we're good.
No, I just tell Jarvis to do that. You got to push buttons, man. 80s kid, man. You mean you got to use your hands?
No, sorry.
It's a baby's toy.
It's a baby's. All right, young Elijah Wood over there.
Yeah. Dude, I wish I was that good at Wild Gunman. Jesus, he ripped.
You know,
through
what's the
that.
best part about saying that part was that when they played Wild Gunman, it like had it was like superior animation and everything. It was like, and if you played Wild Gunman, it's like it's not even that, like where they shoot the guy and he has a
No,
sombrero
lag.
and just slowly goes. Yeah, there's no lag, there's no frame rate or anything like that.
Yeah. I think they sped up. I think what they did is they sped up the footage of the Wild Gunman in the shot. I think that's probably what they did.
Probably.
Yeah. But anyway, catch you guys later. God bless.
All right, you take care, man.
Peace out.
Tony.
Good night.
Yeah.
Good to see
Have a
you.
good evening.
DRC.
See you
And
soon, I'm
always thank you
sure.
for your service, and good to
Yeah.
see you, Joker, Smoker, and a midnight toker. Good to see
White
you.
lines.
Hey, I got
Good
high
to see
score on that in Guitar Hero.
Oh,
Ooh.
nice.
Show
That,
off.
that's harder than.
No!
Yeah, that was World Tour. You guys remember World Tour from 2009?
Yeah.
That was good times.
Yeah.
I actually had some good time. I mean, everybody used to make fun of Guitar Hero, but I had a lot of fun playing that. It was like a really
Most
fun
urgents
game.
do.
Yeah, I know. Don't look at me like that, honey. I'm done playing. Anyway, I think she just found out
Does she?
that.
Does she know?
Look, guys, I'm with my friends, and I just really need to get this off my chest.
Now I have a question.
Yes.
JRC, are you 42 years old?
I am 42 years old.
Because that works perfectly. The 42-year virgin. 42-year virgin.
Yes, exactly. That's why I wrote it. But actually, funny thing enough is that it's my wife's birthday today, and she said
Ooh,
I could
happy
come on.
birthday.
And I was just, yeah.
Oh,
She
yeah.
actually, we are
She's like, I'm
born
getting out
in
of
the
the
same
house.
year. So
I'm going to a cigar shop.
yeah, I'm gonna. It's like, hey, guess what I'm doing for your birthday? I'm going to go on YouTube and watch another guy build Legos, and then talk to
And
random
then
other
she's going to be
people.
like, that's such a nerdy virgin thing to do. Like, let's be honest, guys. It's all mostly guys on here watching. And sometimes
Yes.
Carl will pop in and sometimes other women. But let's be honest here. It's the most nerdy possible thing, but cool. Not bagging on it because
Yeah.
I'm doing the Legos, but it's also like the most virgin thing you could possibly do.
Hey, I
It
was
is.
thinking we should do like Mario Kart Live or something like that. Maybe like a Manorama or something
No,
like that. Mario
I
Kart.
got something better. GoldenEye.
Ooh.
GoldenEye.
Hey, Rosie. Yeah. Actually, I did hear that they are gonna re-release. Let's see. Someone told me they are planning to re-release GoldenEye, which they've been talking for a long time. But I did hear they're re-releasing Dark Forces, the original one from 94, 95.
Ooh.
Yeah. The first Kyle Katarn game. It's gonna be awesome.
Now, I have the Switch, and I found out you had to pay like a monthly subscription.
Yearly.
Oh, it's yearly?
Wow.
Yeah, it's $20
Eh.
a year.
Not
That's
worth
less
it.
than my OnlyFans.
That's less than your OnlyFans.
Now Steve has a reason to start an OnlyFans because he needs to pay for that internet for his Switch.
I know, right?
Yeah, I think it's only fair. That's what we should change to. Not OnlyFans to Only Fair.
Only fair?
Only Fair. Yeah.
Ugh.
As long as I can take
Hey,
pictures of
Canadian
my-
Spider-Man, are you out in the woods again? Is he still there?
No, I'm just at home in the countryside here. So
Oh,
not
nice.
so deep. No, not so deep in the
Oh.
woods. No way.
You got the
In the
good
woods,
internets.
Yeah, that's right. In farmland, there's woods behind me. Yeah,
Nice.
so not way out in. I'm in civilization.
So do you trees?
Huh?
What?
Smoke?
Are you asking if he's
I was
smoking
gonna
weed
say-
or not?
No, are you hurting
talking
Stop
about
nature
being a
trees?
virgin
Like,
right
are you
now,
making-
dude.
Yeah. We don't
Yeah,
do things like that. No.
The forest fires, the smoke is it's present, it's around, but the rain is keeping it at bay. It's down a little
Oh,
bit,
good.
so that's good.
Okay. That's good. I like it.
Yeah, it's,
Oh,
I can see the ridge line
the-
across the valley. So
oh yeah.
Ooh.
Very nice.
A ridge line. Wow.
But,
there's a couple
times.
There's a couple.
Mm.
I live at the base of a ridge.
I think the
actually.
furthest into Canada I ever been was Calgary, so that's about it.
Oh
furthest
yeah,
into Canada.
right.
Yeah, I always used to go
The
to
way
Vancouver
Canadian
Island.
Spider-Man, is like, oh yeah, he's like, there's something there. All right, boys.
Calgary Stampede,
Stampede. That's
Hey,
exactly why I was there.
the
Yeah.
biggest rodeo in the world.
Shut up.
Free pancakes, cowgirls wearing not a lot. Yeah.
Are they wearing
It's
pancakes?
June, so it can be hot.
They're wearing pancakes right over here.
Yeah, exactly. Silver dollars. So
Bull riding, there's all kinds of
Hey.
stuff. Cowboy hats everywhere.
are we talking about real bowls? Real bowls, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. Just make sure.
And barbecue everywhere.
Yep.
Barbecued turkey leg is a popular item. That
How about you all just shut up right now? I'm
Steve,
hungry.
careful, he's gonna start eating his Legos. So, yeah.
That's
Oh,
if you
God.
can time it for early June, coming up to Calgary into Canada for the Calgary Stampede is quite an experience. It's like I said, the biggest outdoor rodeo.
You're gonna say the biggest shit show in the world.
It is, man. There's no two ways about it. It's a lot of alcohol is involved. Yes, for some people.
I was
for
there
some-
in '94.
Yeah.
My grandparents of me. We went on a road up to Calgary, Oregon. We just drove all the way there. So yeah, it was a great time. I had a blast.
You're robotic right now, JRC.
I love in and out.
Everybody knows you never go full retard.
What
You
he
went
said.
full retard, man.
Come on, man.
Snow Dude says, I just never figured Rancor as a Lego man.
Well, I never thought of you as a puppet man either, but hey, here we are.
Well, hey, the difference is one guy loves Steve. One guy loves building shit. The other guy loves shoving his hand up something's ass.
You know, there's something to
Welcome,
be told
Snowden.
about that.
Well, there was this redhead I knew.
Where did JRC go?
Shout out to Anne.
I mean, he was roboting out. He was gonna
Oh,
disconnect either way. So
Did we get too in depth on adulthood for him? He's all like, I can't handle this anymore.
Yeah, he called you names and left in a huff.
He's like, I can't take this anymore, man.
Yeah.
wait, so he said something and left? That almost sounds like.
You've always run away from a fight.
Hey. Oh,
Holy
man.
crap! Canadian Spider-Man is
What?
inside today.
He's inside.
No.
Yeah, that's his clock I hear ticking, right?
Oh no, I have an outside clock on
Never mind. False alarm. False
Of course.
alarm. False alarm.
Yeah, he's actually outside.
right here.
Where's the clock?
It's on the house, on the outside of the house beside me.
People put clocks outside?
Oh, I do.
Well, I mean, I guess you're outside enough where you need to know what time it is.
And yeah,
although-
have
I
you
thought
ever
you
gone
always
to an
went by-
outdoor pool? If there's hot tubs, then by law they're required to have a clock so that you can time yourself how long you've been in the hot water.
Now, how
That's a
long should we let
stupid law.
JRC sit
You can
in
pass out.
the green room without bringing
Yes,
him
please.
in? How
Has he
long?
been nice?
69
Has he been nice
seconds.
lately? Has he been contributing to the stream?
Yeah.
Stupid T-Mobile internet. Sorry, that's
Here,
what I
hold on
run
real
on.
quick,
is
guys.
T-Mobile internet.
citizens. It's about not censoring our art. It's about
Ha,
what's so goddamn funny?
It's a boot. It's a boot.
Now we done feeling our feelings because I'd like to get out of this
Just-
room before we both start growing lady parts.
Ooh, lady
Oh,
parts.
geez.
All I heard was lady parts.
Yeah, that's all I hear all the time.
What demented
She-
little elf
She
made
should
you
get
two?
that checked.
Yeah. Hey, Frank, come here. Come here. Who are you?
There we go.
Did you name your dog Frank?
He's named after Frank Sinatra because he with Frank Sinatra Blue Eyes. So
What the hell is that? Oh, it's a
That
mouse
is a
trap.
mouse trap for the rodents in my garden that are eating my fucking tomatoes. That's got to stop. So I repaired it, and we'll see.
You should get one of those bucket traps where you put a little bit of peanut butter on it and they go for it and it dips them into the water.
Yeah, but then you got to deal with that.
I have seen people use those and they'll show the videos, and they've got like a dozen or 24 drowned mice or rats in those things.
Oh, so it's ready to go soup.
I mean, if you like plague, sure.
Excuse me for just a second.
That's right. That's how COVID started, wasn't it?
Or so the Chinese would have us believe.
Yeah, well, they've proven to be trustworthy. that was sarcasm. Individually,
All
yes.
right, let's see if this works now.
As a country, not so much.
No.
I mean, they would probably blame it on pigeons, and somebody might have something to say about that.
Oh
I
my
haven't
God,
had
he's right.
good
We'll never find
Chinese
this guy.
food.
Do you know how many pigeons there are in the world?
Lots of them. Let's see here. Okay, shush. There we go.
Don't tell me to shush. All right.
Oh, sorry.
So,
Dude, you
Rancor
snapping those
Steve,
legs really loud.
Yes.
Are you halfway through the build there, or what do you figure?
I got this far.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good.
How long did you anticipate this taking?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Not 6.5 hours.
No, eh? That's a bit crazy.
Excuse me.
Good God.
If she finds out I started the pandemic, she's gonna be a total bitch about it.
Oh yes. Guys, you will not believe.
Sorry, there's something in this coffee.
Huh? What? No, I
I'm
did the
super
first
serial
one
about
in
this
like
thinking.
an hour or something like that.
Oh, that's wow. Okay, that's actually pretty fast.
That's what she said.
Okay. Gee whiz. This is a speed build? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, if I didn't have so many damn stickers, yeah.
Can't you find like a full, like
Does
a 10-year-old
anything
to
go
put that on?
quick when we have Rancor doing it?
What?
No.
What are you guys saying now?
So there was
We're
one
saying,
quick to anger.
Saying, hey, where's Gary? Yeah.
Why the fuck do I need to come?
Hmm.
Yeah, he's probably busy.
Let's go.
Oh, okay, cool.
Already.
I'm going.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the Rocketeer, the full reveal of the whole Rocketeer. I saw that when you were on with Raquel, and
Yeah.
that was an Admiral Teague. That is a brilliant action figure,
It is
and
a
I'm glad
fancy
to see
dancy
the
one.
boots are pretty cool too.
I got him at Kmart.
That
The
still
boots.
exists.
Kmart. Wow.
They match my eyes.
Not anymore. It's Rancor Steve. He likes to go fast. Rocketeer.
Whew.
So have you guys planned your Halloween costumes already?
Nope.
Yeah, it's called a Navy uniform.
It's called a Playboy bunny.
Yeah.
I'm thinking I'm going as the Hunchback. Gotta go as a Hunchback, maybe. I was thinking a ghost, but that's too hard to drink or eat. So
So,
Dude,
I
you're
mean, when is Halloween? Does the Navy just
It's
go
in
out to
October.
sea in international waters and, a bunch of dudes on the boat?
In the Navy. In the
And
Navy.
And the Navy.
Ruh-roh.
You can sail. See, in the Navy. For some
Oh,
reason,
that
our limp,
fit-
our wrists always go limp for some reason whenever that happens.
You're like, ooh, that slipped in
Oh.
pretty well.
It's stuck. It's stuck. So, sorry. I tried my best, but it just it really comes down to like is it getting a little cold on the ship or something like that, and some people need to warm up.
You see,
Or
unlike
not.
the Navy, The army is better because when you go for the army, it's basically
Join me and ascend to godhood.
The first thing I think of is Pauly Shore when it comes to that.
although if they keep putting idiots in charge of the various military forces, we'll have a lot of nothing except maybe I don't know clown circus time.
Well, here I'll put this. I'll put it this way: if somebody ever tells you, like in the civilian world, "Hey, get something because it's military grade," don't get it. I always have to keep reminding everybody. Like,
right.
So look at this.
Ford did that
made
for a
by
long time.
hand.
Get Chinese made.
Yeah, I seriously, it's like
Don't get it Russian
It's
made.
like I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. Like a civilian grade like mop is. You know, like take like a really like think of the nicest mop you can think of that has like those spinner buckets or something like that. Military grade is a broom handle with a red rag pushing it around on the floor.
Ah,
And
Spartan.
it costs $500 instead of $5.
Very Spartan.
Yes, exactly. Yes,
You gotta love
it's,
government spending.
Don't worry if your military is going downhill. You know Canada has your back. You're covered.
I know.
Well, what are you gonna do?
I know,
Have
you
a
got-
bicycle with a little trailer behind it, and
Hey,
I don't
look, you
know,
guys are the
shoot
best human
babies at
shields in
them?
the world. So,
Yeah, we've
Canada's
got a lot
of
of
problems.
we have lobster boats with flare guns, so watch out.
Oh, buddy, watch
Yeah.
out, guys.
it's like
You know,
don't-
someone from Canada's gonna be watching. Like, they're messing with Canada. Well, yes, we're making fun of.
Jeez.
Dude, your prime minister
I
is
Oh, dear God.
Castro Jr.
you know,
Damn.
Steve.
in a fucking blackface.
Anytime someone wants to say that we should take Canada seriously, especially for their politics,
How
I'm
much
definitely
would you-
talking about their politics.
What are you looking at, butthead?
That's what you say to them when they
How
think
much
that
are
their
we-
politics are
Yeah.
better.
I love there's
Yeah.
I have a lot of people, a lot of guys on
It's
my show
embarrassing.
from Canada. I love the guys.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people I love from Canada. But let's be honest here.
There's a reason the Blame Canada song exists.
Canada is like
Yes.
Oregon. They're there
Yes.
just to be there
Never been.
because they're crazy. Like they're all
I
not
know.
like crazy. It's all like weird.
I want to say Canada is more like Portland.
There's
Yeah. I was
Los
born in Portland.
Angeles.
the people are nice.
I lived there
but
till I was 12. Yeah.
Not the Portland, Maine.
No, definitely not. Although fascinating fact is that the two men who founded Portland, they were trying to figure out if it was going to be Portland, Oregon, or Boston, Oregon, because one of them was from Portland, Maine. The other guy was from Boston, Massachusetts, and so they flipped a coin, and Portland won. So
We already have
Portland,
one shitty
Oregon.
Boston. We don't need a second.
yeah, I was
Whoa.
going to say.
You
What
don't.
about
I was gonna say, it could have been-
whoa.
I
Yeah,
like
Portland,
Boston.
Oregon could have been Boston, Oregon.
Why are you trashing Boston?
I lived outside of Boston just before the pandemic. I met was with a girl.
Boston
and
is
I
the
met-
greatest sports
Boston was
city.
nice. The aquarium is nice. The downtown is small. It's got a lot of history. It's walkable. It's pleasant.
Women are better
Yeah,
looking.
Good food.
John Adams was from Boston.
I mean, it's fairly libtard, but other than that,
I like how you're like, can I say that word?
I think we're in English.
I mean,
Eric.
he's
What's the
robot.
robot?
But yeah, if they don't allow you to say that word, then you just say it's hate speech that they don't allow you to say it when you are afflicted by something.
If I was the most person in the world.
Anyway, gents, I must be going. There are things to do, and I need to cook for the family. So
Thank
I
you for
shall
hanging out,
see you
man.
later.
excellent.
Yeah, have fun with the Lego build, man. It's nice to have you doing that instead of other things. I kind of like the
Yeah.
Lego builds. They're way more chill.
A lot of people
Yeah.
are saying that, so
Yeah.
I might make more. Who knows?
Yep.
Yeah. But you have to run. The bad thing is you have to worry about how much you purchase because somebody might have something to say about that. But other than that,
Oh yeah.
oh, you know how it is.
Yeah.
But Lego appreciates in value, doesn't it?
Yes. Anyway, I'll see you guys later.
All right, thanks, man.
And then there were 3.
I was gonna say 2, but okay. Where the third one is, I don't know. I don't know.
I was gonna big. Yeah.
Sleep well, these nuts, Disney sheepherder.
Lock.
What?
Yeah. From last night, what was his name? Lock Dunnan? Don't.
Oh.
Lack. I don't remember. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we all know I screwed that name up.
Well, that
You're laughing. You think it's funny. You're like,
Ooh.
Hey, it's not my show. I'm just here for the fun.
Yes, tip of the hat.
I'm here for the poops and giggles.
Have we done Mick Jagger yet? Is he in the hat?
He's not. I can.
There's my
put him
suggestion. That's my suggestion.
in. All right, Mick Jagger.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I can put him.
Black
in there.
Dan. Oh, thank you, thank you, Admiral T.
And David Bowie, for that matter, if he's not in there.
David Bowie.
Why not? Actor, singer.
You gotta
entertainer.
give me a good reason. Here's the thing. I will put him in. You just got to give me a good reason. Why David Bowie? Besides the super tights.
Because there's my reason.
Okay, I'll put him in.
There you go. All right. Admiral T suggests Keith Richards, the oldest living man on Earth right now.
What was the movie he did with Val Kilmer? Wasn't it David Bowie and Val Kilmer? Shit. With a wizard.
Well, this is not a piece that's here.
Wait, are you talking about The Labyrinth?
That's the one.
That is it? Okay. So
I think a
nerd,
piece is
virgin nerd.
Yeah, The Labyrinth is an excellent reason to put David Bowie in.
Yeah. Not a lot of people talk about this, but he was in you remember seen The Prestige with
Yeah,
he was in it. I was like going, not only do you get oh wow, Wolverine, gee whiz. Wow.
Jackman, Hugh.
Thank you, Hugh Jackman. Yeah, I kept wanting to say Logan. I'm like, yes, no, but there's like, yeah, you got Hugh Jackman and you got David Bowie in it as well.
What up, Raquel?
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm doing good. Just had dinner.
Oh, hey, Raquel.
Nice. What'd you have?
Pasta.
Well, yeah. How did you know?
Really? Because I'm good. I can sense my
I had some
Italian.
pasta. Yeah.
My
I had
Italian
some,
senses kicked in. Like,
had
she
some
pasta.
pasta. Had some garlic bread with it. It was like quite delicious. And then I have some. I had a brownie after.
Ooh.
What kind
Now,
of brownie?
is it? Yeah.
Just a regular brownie? No,
Oh, you
not a
think?
special brownie. Just a regular brownie.
I'm making special
like,
brownies later.
Halfway through this build, you're like, guys,
And nice.
time travel is just a time conscious.
It's a social construct. Yeah.
Time is actually a social construct. It is.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. So,
Mm.
actually, the
It
funny
is.
thing was that last night before I joined you guys for that happy-go-lucky time, my wife brought home some Indian food, and one of it was like fried spinach.
So it was fire in the hole.
It looked holy moly. That stuff looked like straight up Pineapple Express. So, I was like, are we sure this is spinach? I'm not, I can't fail a drug test this time, so I just had to make sure. Yeah.
I mean, you could.
Oh.
Yeah, I could.
It's not so bad. I failed them before, buddy. It's okay.
That's in your job description.
Yeah. Actually, I do have a collateral duty as a. Well, I'll just straight up say it. I work with the urinalysis sometimes, and let's just say that I got to keep an eye on things. Lots of things.
Your job doesn't sound that fun anymore. The Navy just sounds weird.
What are
The
you
more
talking
you
about?
talk
Watch
about
this.
what you do, the more it just sounds weird. But guys, I
Oh,
look
no,
at
this
guys.
is a hobby. That has nothing to do with his job.
It's just a job, man. All I have to do is
Because,
just go
like,
around and
what did
watch
I
other
get
people's
myself
things.
into?
No, I'm all good.
All right,
Yeah.
cool. All right, carry on about your year-end looking job.
Anyway, yes.
I
Let's
collected by the years.
let's just say that I will have well-earned benefits of trauma and lots of trauma. I've seen things. You know how everybody has like flashbacks of war? I'm just flashbacks of you know what.
This looks way too much like Mountain Dew.
Yeah, it's a. Anyway, Raquel, when are you going to start a cooking show? I mean, you gotta like have the specials of pasta from Raquel.
Ooh.
You know what I
I
mean?
don't know. I'll have to think about it.
Yeah.
Invite me. I'm in.
This is
I
Prego.
love
This is ragu. You know.
It all tastes the same, guys.
Yeah.
I can make. We can make pot brownies live.
Of course you would.
No, it's actually making brownies in a pot. That's what it is. So.
Ah.
Yeah. See. Yeah. That's what we should do. We should like name a whole bunch of foods that have like a huge amount of innuendos, and you know, just like to freak people
Banana
out.
cream pie.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Where not what you're talking about.
He's
I have
gone
no idea.
robot.
Yeah.
Oh,
Am I
man.
still cutting out on you guys? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, we do. We just ignore you.
It's
I
not
know.
much. It's not.
There's
much.
something. There's something in this coffee.
Are there storms near you? There's no hurricanes or anything near you.
Well, we did have a hurricane come close by just a little while ago, but we were just on the tail end of it, so
Damn.
we just got a little brush up. So that was about it.
Yeah, 'tis the
I don't
season,
know,
I,
I got,
suppose. Eh?
'Tis the season for hurricane.
Yeah, well, I'm 5 hours from the ocean, so I think we're good here.
And you never know. I've seen hurricanes get pretty close to the Midwest. They'll go up to the Gulf of Mexico, and they'll
Well,
head
Texas
pretty close
is
to
the
the Midwest.
Midwest.
Yeah, it's all of the Midwest. So
I would have to come in over the coast mountains, and those are the ones that go down through Oregon, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Same chain.
yeah,
So that's a pretty big range.
yeah. I didn't get a
Whistler's
lot
not
of storms
located
like
on
what. Yeah, we didn't used to get a lot of storms in Oregon, like much. But when I moved out of Portland, I moved down to this little town called Canby, which is about like a half hour south of Portland. There's like in the coastal range, there's the highest peak is called Mary's Peak, and it's right perfectly aligned with the town. So that way, any weather that came in from the Pacific, it would get split by that peak.
Huh.
So it was like so high enough that it could actually split the weather. So
That's
or
cool.
like any kind of storm clouds. It was like actually pretty sweet. While everybody else was getting flooded
Yep.
out, we were like an island.
You're like, woohoo!
Mm-hmm.
I can appreciate that. We have
Yep.
ridges here. When weather systems come in, some of the ridges are pretty high, and they'll some of the weather system will go right down one valley or the other, depending.
Exactly. I think the weirdest weather experience I ever had in Oregon was I actually used to be a in-store tech for Verizon, and
Wow.
I was heading to work, and I was right there on I-205, and all of a sudden it was bright and sunny, and then I see like a patch of what looks like rain or something, like really close, like low rain, you know, how you can see rain off in the distance. And I
Yeah.
hit it, and it was snow. It was
shit.
about 85 degrees out, and then all of a sudden I hit a 3-mile patch of snow. I was driving my truck, and I got out of this, and it was so funny. I came to work once I got out of it, and everybody thought I went around Mount Hood because my truck
Wow.
was covered in snow. It was the craziest thing.
Yeah,
It ever
it
happened
passed
to
through a cold layer, obviously. In the
Yeah, like
Wow.
in the middle of like 85-degree weather, there's a 3-mile like like squall of snow. It was crazy.
You pissed off a witch or a warlock, obviously.
Something like that. I don't know. Yeah, it was Saruman was calling from Isengard, and just like okay.
Here's a question you guys have. Since we're not on Manorama, we
Mm-hmm.
can talk about. Did you guys like The Hobbit?
I
The
was
Hobbit, the movie or the
Yeah.
books?
For the movies.
I enjoyed them.
Did you guys ever watch the director's cut of the last one?
Yes.
I believe I watched the uncut version of the Lord of the Rings, but I don't know if I have seen it with the Hobbit.
So if you watch the director's cut of Battle of the Five Armies, it's rated R.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's
Because
awesome.
it is. It actually was pretty good.
Heads are flying off.
How
Mhm.
lovely.
Hey, heads were flying off even the battle for Helm's Deep and Two Towers, but it still stayed PG-13.
Mm.
Yeah. Weird. Thank you, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
Mhm.
Yep.
Hey, Teak, check your DMs.
You.
Not that way.
Oh,
Only-
sorry, my bad.
Only a virgin thinks that way. I'm just kidding. I think that way all the time.
I know you do. Why do you think I was
Go.
like going, oh, it's Steve again? I mean, excuse me, it's Rancor again?
Get it right, man.
Yeah, sorry.
Get it right. Get it tight. What?
What?
That's
Well,
what
I
I'm
could tell everybody, we became friends because we talked about each other's meat, and that's how it started.
The way you just said that, I know.
Yeah, it was great.
Welcome to the most professional random show ever. I bring humor and Teague brings the meat. Howdy.
Yeah.
No, it was because we were talking about what we were cooking. Yeah, let's just clarify this,
Yeah.
all right?
Yeah, it was. Yeah. I made a, let's see, I'm trying to remember. I think you made us like some couple of steaks or something like that. They looked really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I showed off my rack of ribs. And
No, you showed
so-
off it all, baby.
oh, okay. Yeah.
You're like, look at this. Does this match?
Give me the meat and give it to me raw.
Thank you. That's what we were looking for. So
Hi guys.
So
hey, there
I'm
he
at
is.
like I'm set at like 35% after guzzling almost an entire bottle of Jameson at the bar. I like living above a bar. I like that there's a bodega that's open 24 hours that sells beer no matter what next to it. But I didn't particularly enjoy that when I woke up this morning surrounded by empty bottles. I think I had a hell of a night. Then I saw what I was tweeting out and then spent a few minutes deleting my stupidity.
it happens.
I was,
No,
there was like things started jumping off on the West Coast with my friends, and I'm on the East Coast. So instead of being able to interact normally, I'm like, "Bleh," and I'm like trying to follow what's going on my phone. When TweetDeck makes it like a lot easier, and I'm like, I thought there was like 5 or 6 different conversations, and it was only one. And it's like, I thought I was like so clever.
I think that is
We
you
all know
normal.
That is me normal, but like me on performance and stupidity enhancing drugs. And my
well,
$100
the thing I
sunglasses
like,
got here.
so I like drinking, but I don't like drinking to the point where it's like I wake up and I'm like, oh man, this sucks. Because then,
Yeah,
it's not fun.
that's too much.
I've
Hello,
only
Evan.
drank like, hey, what's going on, Spidey? I've only drank twice since like the Super Bowl, so I'm not like a hardcore professional drinker. So when I get drunk, when I drink, I'm like binge drinking, and I just end up fucked up sometimes.
I
and
should
my
make you
new-
a Mai Tai.
Yeah, should be My tie is a bow tie or a Texas string tie. Will not wear a net.
Well, how does this piece of crap work?
Did you
No.
already get lost?
What? There's a sticker that goes in the back of this one?
JRC, we
What
ended
kind
up
of
on.
stupid
We got.
black magic is this?
It's
Sorry,
not the
carry
way
on.
we planned it, but we're on YouTube together, JRC. Sorry
I
about
know
that
that's
one.
no, that's okay.
Oh.
That's
You guys want
fine.
to hold hands? There's a hotel down the
No,
street.
you know what? He's been a great co-host when he's been on. He's been a great guest, and I like
Aw.
JRRC, and his
Well,
work
thank you.
was good. I'm thinking now that showing it like there's different rules for uploads and live streams, so I might get
Mhm.
gigged, and showing it takes away any reason for people to go see it. So we'll show it like it. We'll show it. We'll fast forward it like 10 seconds and show it like, and I'll testify to everybody that yes, it's a very good video essay, and you can just explain your theory. I think you're
Sure.
right, by the way.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And
You're welcome.
yeah, yes, it is thanks to Rancor Steve for this everything. You like us. You
So-
really like us.
Yeah.
So I have a family party tomorrow, but like some of the people in my family, well, get this one, they're crazy, and also because there was
No.
because of the funeral, like and because of the funeral, like 2 or 3 weeks ago, some people aren't processing it well. So like most people were fine and cool, and I love them all, but like this party materialized out of the blue on like Thursday. And I was like, oh, sounds like fun. I can't wait to come and see the kids, hang out, do all that good stuff. And then like the people in my family who are insane started like going at it about like trivial, crazy stuff to the point where I had to ask another family member, is there something going on I don't know about? And they're like, I don't know, and leave me out of it. So like what I did was I Googled positive COVID test. That's not me.
Who's making noises, man?
Oh, I moved the
I-
mic. That might have been me.
I
Oh.
Googled
Don't touch the
images for I Google image positive COVID test, and I just dropped it into the family Twitter channel. I'm like,
Positive
sorry guys,
COVID
I can't make it. Yeah, it's like, sorry guys, I feel fine, but I can't make it. And I just like dropped in the photograph of the positive COVID test. Everybody needs to get over what happened before I can go to a family party.
Was that you blowing your nose? Pretty much, like I got
Me?
COVID.
No.
You're doing the
Oh,
Amber
that?
Heard, the Amber Heard nose blow pose, and you took that picture.
lot-
and
Oh,
then,
she's smoking. She's snorting up cocaine.
Yeah,
You know, nobody talks about how Amber Heard designed the Autobahn. No one talks about how Amber Heard mobilized it. Oh, I'm sorry, that was someone else, the same initials. They act the same. I get them confused.
Wait, what?
Wasn't that Jennifer Lawrence?
Okay,
No,
Yeah,
that was
Jennifer-
good.
It was a joke about a World War II figure.
Yes. Hey, I mean, it could be worse. I mean, it could be like, what was her name? Alicia Milano, like trading her Tesla for a Volkswagen
You know,
to battle white supremacy.
I was thinking
How
like
the-
we could get someone the size of like the Humongous from Road Warrior and have him be our leader and call him Juicellini. Just put him on steroids and have him be huge. It's like Juicellini says we should do this.
That's
He's all
actually
juiced
fun.
up. We should definitely listen to him.
I think that's a great idea for another recipe for Raquel's show.
Yeah.
Juicellini. Yeah, for her cooking
Sounds
show.
good.
Raquel. Yeah.
An
like, this is-
Italian drink. Right? It would have to be like Courvoisier. No, what is it? Grand Marnier.
hmm
Well, that's French.
And no, it. Oh crap! What was it?
It would be like 5 different kinds of wine poured into a glass and you just drink it all.
With Stella Artois to kind of top it off.
Ooh,
Artois.
I have one of those in my fridge. I have 3.
Nice.
It just reminded me.
It has all
I
my
have-
weed.
Those are.
I have
very
hair of
good.
the dog in my fridge. I think I should stay away from it though. Being as how I have COVID on paper. I like my
Ew,
family.
gross.
I
Is
was
that like a booger wad in a tissue?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
exactly is. It's I
Used
make
to be
the
in a
same
petri
pose.
dish.
I make the same pose Amber Heard made when she shot in that street in Italy.
Oh,
That's another picture I find hilarious.
Okay, can I, then here's a question: was that you who took that picture? Then
It was
Oh, yeah.
I who allowed the Bothans to take Amber Heard's picture. Many Bothans died.
Bothans died, including my dignity.
Dignity's overrated.
What are
Yeah.
dignities?
Yeah,
Exactly.
here we are in
What?
social media talking about dignity. That's great. That's just wonderful.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. Next thing we're going to do is start talking about how introverted we are and how we don't like to go out in public or to have conversations that the whole world could hear.
Yeah. And we hate
Yeah.
attention.
What's
Yeah.
weird is I'm majorly introvert and I don't talk very well. Like this right here is enough for me. But when I start talking to like 5 or more people, I don't know how to say things. And yet I host a show that has hundreds of people that watch.
Yeah.
Figure that one out.
And you're good at it. And you're
Well,
good
thank
at
you.
Mm-hmm.
There's a difference between just fucking doing it and actually excelling at it, and you're the latter, my friend.
Yeah.
Right. I just do it. You excel at it.
Introverts unite. Assemble. Something. I don't know.
Yeah. Dyslexics of the world untie. I mean, unite.
I just say the Asperger's unite.
Yeah. The
We're
Egyptian
intellectual.
Asperger's.
We just don't like to show it.
Yeah.
You know, not to name any particular disease, but when they say like there's a spectrum to this disorder, does that mean that every single person sort of has it? It's like,
Yes.
oh, I'm on the spectrum. I'm just at the very,
You
very
would
edge.
think.
On a
Like
certain
Johnny
on
Lawrence.
yeah, on a certain level,
Take
everyone
off.
has some type. I do believe.
That
Like, mine
feeds in
isn't
with-
that crazy, but it's up there to where it's like I'll say things. You guys watch Manorama. You're guy. Most of you guys are on it. You know when I say random things, you're like, "Is Steve okay?"
I mean, it has
Yeah,
nothing to do with
no,
like what
you-
happened last night, right?
No, but that was funny.
That was
After last
hilarious.
night, I've come up with a great new invention for after my tweeting. Listen to this. It's
Oops, I
it's
did
a
it again.
No, it's a
I'm sorry, I had to.
it's a lockout that goes on your Twitter, so that after like 11:30, you have to put an attachment on your phone and blow like legal to drive before you
Ooh,
can tweet.
Yes.
Tweet block breathalyzer.
Yes.
So what you're saying is you're a tweetaholic.
I was a tweetaholic, but then I was shamed out of tweeting so much. And then the next thing that happened was like I started to agree with the people who said I shouldn't tweet so much. And then the final insult was when I would reduce my tweeting and was like mostly just being normal. Twitter rolled out the DM limit, and I don't know how they define 500 DMs. It could be like 6,000 characters, or if I send one to a group with like 15 people, that might be 15 messages, and one emoji might bring you to 30. I don't know how they calculated it, but like day 5 of the,
I thought it
they
was
say
600.
500.
I thought it was 600.
Yeah, but they don't define what a message is. So if
Right,
I
like
send you-
I have seen for myself that if you are DMing just one person and you're like in a DM group, that also counts.
Right.
So all you crappers in the Manorama's DM, you get me locked out. I see how it is.
That's why.
That's when I have to start checking my text messages.
That's why I get phone numbers. I can just
Yeah.
text you guys.
Or you could just do Discord.
Thank you for the one.
We actually did do Discord actually at one time.
We did, and it was big. A bunch of people were like, "How the heck do I do this?"
Thank
Yeah.
you for the text message at 2:00 in the morning. Stop tweeting, you idiot. It's like, okay, better stop.
Yeah,
That
I
was
had
literally
played-
half the show. Was us like, how do I do this or how do I do that? When we were on Discord.
Sorry for the interruption, Teej.
I'm done. It's Teague. It's Teague.
Teague, sorry.
No, it's
No, it's not.
Touche.
It's Tegway. If I,
It's
it's the
Tegway,
way it's
guys.
spelled- the way it's spelled is like Tegway. It's really confusing, so I drop off the end.
So basically,
It's
what he
Irish
is
for
is that he's
Timothy.
It's like
He has two
fatigue.
wheels and a handlebar, and you just lean forward and back on him,
It's
and then he'll
Teague for
make
oops,
go
I
forward
did
or
it
back.
again.
Teague actually means the handsome one in Gaelic, so I'm good with that.
Is that his new call sign, Steve?
No, my call sign is not to. We don't want to talk about my call sign much.
Although amongst the Gaelic population, the bar is pretty low, to be honest.
Yeah, well, if we talk about his call sign, we're going to be here for an infinite amount of time.
Ooh,
That's a really good. Hey, you know,
But-
Teague, that's a pretty good one, dude. I'll
That
give
was
him
funny.
one.
There you go.
That was
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
Let's, what we say?
You're
Put it this
welcome.
way: if we say my call sign, immediately a live stream named after it will go up, and it will be named after me as well, which is kind of sad.
flattering.
Sad.
Dude, you guys are going to blow up
it's the
Twitter
sincerest
all over
form
again.
of
This is what happened.
flattery. Yeah.
So what are these
know, it's-
Lego sets you're doing, Steve?
What about him?
What are these Lego
This one's
sets?
Oh yeah,
Darth
why are we
Vader.
here?
It looks like Darth Vader.
I did it's a Mercedes-Benz AMG, and I'm doing a Formula One.
Ah,
I know, right? I've stepped up into the big leagues, ladies.
Nice.
Grabbed
Or
the
like
wrong
a
one. No, I grabbed the right
special-
one.
they're like various cars
Yeah.
in Lego form.
The only way I
Well,
can get
I-
people to watch me build two things at once.
By
Building
the
a
way,
reputation. and
I finally saw the extended cut of Lord of the Rings. They showed it in Alamo Draft House, which is really the best place to go for a movie.
I agree.
They had to give it a rating, so like the extended cuts are no longer unrated. There are. I think the Two Towers might have been NC-17 because in the theatrical cuts, when you decapitate someone, if you decapitate them and their head falls off, that's actually fine. But if there's blood, that's an R, which is why after A New Hope or Star Wars 77, the lightsabers start cauterizing the wounds. So if you notice in A New Hope, the only person to get their arm cut off, there's blood.
I have the
Wow.
uncensored original Star Wars.
Is
That
that the
is
one?
something that a lot of people would like to get their hands on. Is it 4:3 aspect ratio or something? Is it the full?
It's the full, I think.
Wow, that's worth millions, bro. There are
I ain't
people out there who
selling
give
it.
you like hundreds of thousands of dollars to copy the print, not even
That's
to
nice.
get it back.
I'm not getting
I actually have the last. What would you say? Like the last kind of not a remake, but you know how they will. It was the last VHS release of the original trilogy that they did before they did the special editions.
Yeah.
So you more or less have the original version, but you don't have like the full screen, which is the reason. Did you know George
Remastered.
Lucas?
Sorry.
Yeah, George Lucas sent a copy of A New Hope to the Library of Congress when they asked if they could enshrine it, and they sent it back.
Yeah.
'Cause he sent them the 1997 version. They're like, "Fuck you! This isn't the movie people will love. We want Star Wars." Like, no one will ever
Yeah,
see
that's
that movie
strange.
again. It wasn't as I intended it. I didn't go far enough in a few places.
No.
Now, Steve, you
I'm
kind
almost there,
of
ladies. What?
you outright talked to George Lucas.
Yeah.
Wow.
He has one of the most strange and interesting speaking voices. Does he fall out of that diction when he talks one-on-one to a person? Is that mostly like what we hear for him in interviews when he's being thoughtful and careful?
No,
Does
that's
have
not
a
what he
different
sounds like.
cadence? Just hey,
That's
Steve,
what- that's his legit
Real
voice.
nice to meet you. What kind of carburetor did your first
He's
car
a
have?
dick, but he's.
I don't. Is it real?
I don't care,
or is
George
it-
Lucas. You can't hire me.
People, you know, George Lucas, you're just doing a terrible disservice to the reputation of people with two first names.
Yeah, I met him.
Didn't you meet another guy who almost looks like George Lucas, but he does something with Star Trek?
I did.
Yeah.
Who?
Starts with
I'm
an
asking
R.
you, like you. What? Who did I meet?
Didn't you say you used to work with that guy who looks like George Lucas and has a name that starts with the letter R and finishes it with
You can
Auburn?
just say the name. You don't have to act all cool.
Okay, I don't know.
Robert
I know we're on
Meyer
YouTube.
Burnett.
Yes, there we go. Didn't you used to
I
work
never
with
said
him?
I
Talk-
met
Meyer
him.
Burnett.
Yeah.
When did
I'm
I
just
ever
saying.
You know
say
what?
that?
This might be the biggest platform I have. You know, if I've been a little
I
too
don't know, but
harsh
you're
with
good at going
Mr.
after him
Meyer
on Twitter. It's
Burnett,
fun.
you know what? I'm not going to do that anymore. And if I've been a little too judgmental on Mr. Meyer Burnett, you know, I'm not going to go on a panel with him. I don't care to debate Star Trek with him. I don't know if he'd be good faith about it. But as far as Twitter and stuff, you know, whatever. I'm going to leave him alone.
I was just saying he almost kind of looks like he could be like George Lucas's brother. So
You know,
or something like
who thinks that Roland Emmerich is the poor man's George Lucas because the movies are essentially the same, beat by beat. A New Hope and Independence Day have the same exact plot. We have a piece of technology to destroy their planet killer if we can get inside and use it.
But no, I've never met Robert Meyer Burnett.
Oh,
Lucky. I mean,
okay.
he's all right.
I've roasted him.
I know you're good at roasting him. That's for sure.
Yeah, I
And
got
I've been
into it with him
enjoying this.
by
I was like,
mistake. I saw a Star Trek tweet that was freaking insane about Picard season 3, and I scoffed at it and I replied to it, and like I was like 3 replies deep, and people were like, "Do you know who you're talking to?" I'm like, "Yes, I'm idiot." And they're like, "No, it's Robert Meyer Burnett." I'm like, "Yeah, somebody says they're Robert Meyer Burnett. It's just Twitter." And they're like, "No, it's the real Robert Meyer Burnett." I'm like, "No, wouldn't Robert Meyer Burnett know something about Star Trek? This guy knows nothing about Star Trek that I'm
then
talking
you're like,
to."
oh my gosh, I have to watch all the Star Trek.
You know what? I'm not going to watch Deep Space Nine.
Bullshit.
I
you
don't.
will.
It's no. I've said this before. I find 51% of it to be 51% bad. There's a lot of good episodes, but I think I could get even Klobby to validate that. Like you would want a curated guide to Deep Space Nine. You'd want to watch like 5 episodes of every season because there's something like 160 episodes and like 90 of them have no redeeming value. There's like they're storyless, they're dark, or they're like the ones that are good that have no story. Just like it's Kira in leather pants, but she's like dates on the side. She dates Space Hilter. She has like an on and off relationship with the her planet's version of Hilter.
Anyway, yeah, Steve, how those Legos
What?
come?
What? I fell asleep. Sorry.
Hey, yeah, Teague, we'll save that for later. Okay, I'm sorry that I brought it
We'll
up.
talk about Planet Journeys on Friday and Sunday if you want on March
Yes.
show.
Yeah, I know. We'll talk about it later. So anyway,
Sorry about that.
Well,
one.
anyway, I miss
Jameson
my
made that decision.
Yeah, Anyway, I was going to say, I missed my first Lego set, which was Lego set 6392, which was actually a Legoland airport back in the 80s that my parents got me.
Ooh,
I used to have Legos. I used to have a suitcase full of Legos, and
I bet
it
you
got
did.
lost. Yeah, I did. Suitcase full of Legos.
George Lucas could fill his
think I hit
entire
it.
swimming pool with Chanel. I'm sorry, he could fill his entire swimming pool with the
Chanel.
finest champagne, Dom Perignon, with just the money he's made off of Legos, right? Remember when they started coming out with every single Star Wars thing, including things that we didn't see that were like off-screen equipment? Like it was in the movie, you just didn't see it. Like some of these weird troop carriers and everything
Yeah.
Lego.
Yeah.
Some
No,
of
I
it
was
was
like,
really
I was
cool.
actually pissed. I used to make my own makeshift like Lego Star Wars vehicles back in the day, and then when I they weren't like my Saturday morning fun hobby stuff anymore. Then they started making like the my personal favorite starfighter from Star Wars is the B-wing, and they started making the B-wing, and I'm like, oh come on. You know,
When
I
you
actually got to start
when I
saving
was
up
a-
money for like bills. You know, I'm starting to adult.
When I was a kid, no, don't worry about it. When I was a kid, Legos were not kits. You just got an entire bucket, and when you dumped it
Right.
out, there was like 200 Legos, like
Oh, yeah.
They said,
175
"Good luck."
regular ones, and like 25 weird ones. Yeah, make whatever you want. They're like, this game is for your imagination. Parents are like very
Oh.
quick to buy them for their children.
Very
yes.
And my father was like, he makes a ray gun over and over. He keeps trying to make the gun from Planet Journeys.
Actually, one of the coolest things I've ever seen. Have you guys ever been to shopgoodwill.com?
Mm-mm.
No, but I'm gonna check that out in about 5 minutes.
That's like the eBay of all the Goodwills, like in the entire nation. And the things I've seen that they sell for, you bid just like eBay, and sometimes they're like storage bins just full of random Lego pieces for like they'll start at like at $50, and people will bet on them. Like we're talking like 5-gallon storage bins of just random Lego pieces.
GI Joe stuff too is
Wow.
that coveted. The old ones, the older
Yeah, I
ones.
think like even eBay does that too. But some people will sell like 5-10 gallon, like these giant Rubbermaids full of just random Lego pieces for like starting at like $50 to $75.
Brilliant.
Yeah,
My
I'm like
friend
going,
was at
sold. You know.
Yeah.
My friend was slowly making a few grand, like maybe as much as 10 without having to declare it every year by being really cagey with this stuff. He would go around buying like the parts of the GI Joes and then like the outfits of the GI Joes, and he would like look at the catalog and figure out how to put one together based on one that was out, and he'd just resell them and people would pay good money for them.
Yeah. No, I swear, if I had my Legos from back then, I had. God, I'm probably sitting on maybe a couple $100 worth of them, but unfortunately, they probably got lost in transition after my first wife left me for somebody else.
Here's a question: are Legos male or female? Since they both are both, right?
Female, male.
Yeah, there we go.
But here are the builds.
Nice.
The AMG.
Ooh,
Cool.
that's nice. Sweet.
And I have the Formula One.
There you go.
Cool.
Now you have to autograph them and sell them on eBay. Like get an official Rancor Steve built.
Grow up.
Yeah.
Don't watch Star Trek. Be a man.
I'm watching other shows too, so I'm less of a non-man.
Yeah.
But that is the show for today of what the hell am I building? Yeah, this was the first one that I bought and then actually did out of the box one, so that's cool. But I want to thank everyone: Tony Stark, Goatfather, Canadian Spider-Man, Teague, JRC, and Raquel. This was fun. I like it. I like doing this stuff. I guess a lot of people really want this keep going, so we'll see how it goes.
You should get like a
Nope. No, what?
the Batmobile Lego set.
Which one?
The one from the '89 movie.
Oh, I have the
Oh,
recent
yeah.
one.
Ooh.
I have
Well,
that
that
one.
was a cool Batmobile. It's just a supercar, right?
I am not going to rebuild the Batman one, the one with Robert Pattinson. It's all black. I cannot. I've rebuilt it once and that was enough. I was like, I no. But
Am I alone in hating that Batmobile?
I
am,
like
right?
it. What's your
Everyone
problem?
loved
It looks like a muscle
No.
car. It doesn't look
It's too
like
muscle car.
anything.
bland.
It's
too
too
bland.
It's too
Yeah.
bland. What kind of car do you drive?
A subway?
It's
Take my
definitely
Metro card
and-
to the subway.
You know, I think Bruce Wayne, your car sucks. Well, what do you drive? The subway.
It's
He
an
drives a Lime
interesting-
electric scooter.
It's an
Well,
interesting
which
car
Bruce
for
Wayne?
Batman, but it just looks like a regular old muscle car to me. Not really Batman-ish for Batman.
Well, this
but
is
whatever.
my theory behind it. Is
They're out of
when
money.
a billionaire becomes a superhero, what is going to be the first thing that he uses for his mobile?
A Bentley with like a Rolls Royce welded to it.
But
Is
here's
that
the
what it
thing:
is?
but he's not going to. He or she are not going to, especially a guy. They're not going to build one like super high tech. It's going to be a progression of what it's going to be. So he has to model that what his end result of the car will be. So it's usually going to be a muscle car because a lot of guys that make a lot of money, they like muscle cars because it brings
Oh, I
dominance.
see where you're going
That's
with
where
this.
that came from. And I actually explained it and they're like, it's shit. And I was like, well, hold up here. And
No,
there's
the
a guy who
car is
makes
logical.
Yeah. So I explained it, and there was a guy who makes a ton of money at the car show that was in town last year, and he's like, "Yeah, that's true. Like, if you're going to be an anti or a villain, whatever, Batman, it would be a muscle car.
Anti-hero.
Anti-hero. It would be a muscle car.
So he's gonna keep modify it and
Yeah.
modify it till we get the end result of it.
Yeah, it's like Iron Man. It's like Iron Man.
That's an interesting take to go with. I have
Well,
to agree with that.
It's supposed to be like what, year 2 for that Batman, right? He's been out there, he knows what he's doing, but he's still pretty new at it.
Right.
He loses like half his city, right? So he's not the best Batman.
Yeah, it's like Iron Man, his Mark 1. It's really crappy,
Right.
but it's like the beginning of what is going to be. So that's how I look at it, and so that's how I view it. And a lot of people are like, "Oh, it's terrible. It's a long movie," but it's probably the most accurate one because it's the only one that has detective. And everyone hates Robert Pattinson. True, he's not the best Bruce Wayne, but the movie's called The Batman. That's why there's 90% of it is mostly Batman.
I'd have to say that.
See, case closed. Come at me.
Yeah.
No, you have justified the car because you like said it's like reverse engineered. Just my one quick observation on that movie is I feel like they cut a scene where he's like telling his Alfred like, yes, and that's also why I pretend to be on heroin, because the way he acts when he's Bruce Wayne, I'm just like, so this Bruce Wayne pretends to be on heroin, right? That's part of his disguise. But they cut the
Maybe.
line, so it's just like, why is he so out of it? He was a terrible Bruce Wayne. I'm sorry.
Oh, he was, but I liked Batman. I liked the suit. I liked it. I liked it for the detective side.
I agree.
Yes.
Like Andy Serkis was good as Alfred. I also like the actor who did the Riddler, but not so much with the costume though.
Yeah.
That
I definitely have to
blew
say
my
for
mind.
the intro for the Batman was actually probably the coolest intro I've ever seen in any Batman movie, where everybody's like the criminals are coming out, they're starting to do whatever they're going to do at night, and then all of a sudden the bat signal comes on, and all the criminals see it, and they just start freaking out, and they just try to hide. They stop what they're doing. And they
Awesome.
try to like hide in the shadows or just run away because they don't know where Batman's coming from. And I'm like, wow, that is
Oh,
actually that's a really
you
cool
It's a
intro.
psychological
remind
weapon
me-
against crime.
You totally
Exactly.
remind me of something. Like I might be wrong with this, but I swear that didn't there like on the one scene on one of the criminals had like a burned Batnik signal on his body.
Yeah.
No, that's Batman
Oh, yeah,
versus
yeah.
Superman.
Oh, yeah, that's
And
Batman
it comes
v
from
Superman.
It
The
comes
lawyer
from the
one.
first. It actually comes from the first ever Batman movie. Batman had an ink stamp that he stamped on guys' heads and left them handcuffed to like a signpost, and would just go to a payphone and call the cops. If you watch the first Batman movie, it's in the first 10 minutes they show it. So I think that's as much research as Zach did, and he just like kind of moved on. It's like, oh yeah, Batman brands people for death. It's like, dude, that's not very Batman like.
It's
And
a
now
little
we
bit
get James
more
Gunn's crap.
brutal for Batman, but
It's more like the Terminator. I mean, it's more like the Punisher.
Yeah.
mm,
But I don't know. I'm not a big fan of what DC's doing.
They destroyed that the Batman movie with Robert Pattinson with the trailer, because in the trailer, right, there's a sequence in the middle of it where he gets hosed down from either side with like
Yeah.
AK-47 bullets, and he just walks around. I'm like, well, I'm pretty sure he's going to be okay. No need to see this freaking movie.
But I liked it. It was good. It was
yeah, it's
good
good.
for
Yeah, it was enjoyable.
it had its issues. A lot of people take it. That's the thing about people who I have to separate myself because I do film and I know how it all. I know the bread and butter of it all, and I look at it as more of a technical standpoint. And a lot of people look at it as more of, does this match what this is in the comic books? We're never going to get the Batman 89. We're just never going to get that. That's probably the truest of the Batmans we're going to get. It's like Christopher Reeves. The closest we ever got to Christopher
Yeah.
Reeves was
Man of Steel.
yeah, but they never gave him a time of day
Or
to
Superman
actually.
Returns.
No, it was. Well, no, that's a pretty good one too. I mean, but it's.
Yeah.
I would say that Henry Cavill was the closest we got to what the embodiment of who Superman is, the physique, but we never got a good enough Superman movie with him. So that was my issue, and I wanted to see more of it because I really do enjoy it. My Superman is Dean Cain. It's always going to be that. But
That show is great.
yeah, but it's Christopher Reeves is always going to be Superman. It's
Right.
just that it's the
I
same thing
agree
with
with
Michael
you.
Keaton. He's always going to be Bruce Wayne and Batman.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
I for me, it's
Now there's two aspects of that. Oh, sorry.
Oh, that's okay. Christopher Reeve, Henry Cavill, and Brandon Ruth, the guy who played Superman in Superman Returns.
Oh,
Yeah.
Brandon Roth.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Ruth Roth.
I
Joe.
If I'm pronouncing that
Roth.
wrong, I'm sorry. Oh, but yeah, I
Okay, it's a
actually got.
pasta.
I actually I was lucky enough to meet Brandon several years ago. I got I got a picture with him, and I got my poster signed.
Did
With,
you look deep into his eyes and you're like, oh my gosh?
No, like
And then you saw a picture of Rip and you're like, fuck you. Hello, Rip.
She'd
How are
already
no,
you?
seen
the
Zach and
question-
Miri, right?
The question I had a question, like I asked him the where was the Superman suit made of, and how did it feel like, and he told me it felt like a swimsuit, and he told me that he told me like you're the only person who asked me that question. Like, really? That's interesting.
Only
It's like, I
you
gotta
and
make
like
that
5
man
other
pasta
people
every
know the
night.
answer to that question.
But it's
I just say they got that Lois Lane right. She was the cutest one. I
No,
like
she
Kate Bosworth.
wasn't.
Kate Bosworth is so much cuter than Margot Kidder.
Gosh. They've never gotten
Yeah.
Lois Lane right after.
That was the
Christopher
closest they
Reeves.
came. Well,
It's
Terry
just-
Hatcher.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's Terry Hatcher.
That she was the hottest. She
Mm.
that show deserved a movie so badly. Why they didn't do it
Yeah.
is beyond me.
Well, he's not in Flash. Do you know why?
Because he's a Republican.
He's not. He's the only
Because he's a
Superman that's
conservative.
not in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's Republican.
Mhm.
That's
Yep.
messed up. I don't. The last role they
But
gave him
that's
was
what it is.
Murderer. His last role
Yeah.
was Scott Peterson, Murderer.
But here's
That's
the other
if you
thing.
do the Hollywood
Actually,
Republican.
What?
Dean Cain was actually in God's Not Dead, the first one.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah.
but they'll put Nicolas Cage in, which, by the way, I am more intrigued with Nicolas Cage as Superman now after actually seeing what the sequence they did in Flash. I don't know if any of you guys seen it.
No, I have not.
No.
I have one question
You
about
know-
that when you're done.
I'm down.
Like, I have heard like he was supposed to.
He
be
didn't know.
Superman,
They didn't pay
years
him for it.
ago, but it didn't go through.
I know the
The
whole story.
reduction pictures leaked. Yeah, sorry, Steve.
Yeah. Oh no, they did the whole spider in the sequence, which is
That's what I
was
wanted to
supposed
ask
be.
about.
Yeah, they
Is
put
it
the spider in
from
it.
Wild Wild West? Because they say that's what ends up in Wild Wild West. Was it basically the spider from Wild Wild West with Will Smith and Kevin?
Yeah.
Kline?
It looked
that
like
the-
it. It's
Kevin Kline. Yeah.
I
Yeah, he
can't
was
believe
in
I
that
got
one.
that right. Way to
But
go,
it's-
marrying Phoebe Cates, Mr. Klein.
But I'm very curious about Nicolas Cage as Superman now. Even though he did not act. I think he now finally got paid, but he didn't know. They took his image and put him in there without his acknowledgement. He didn't know he was, because he got asked about it. He's like, "Oh, how was it filming in the Flash?" And he's like, "What?" He didn't know. They used his face.
So they deep faked him?
Yo, dude, it's bad.
Was
But
Smallville Superman
the
in
suit
it?
that he wore is pretty cool. I'm intrigued. But yeah, Dean Cain is not in the Flash because he's a conservative.
What about Smallville guy?
No,
He's
because
Superman.
it's separate.
Yeah.
Because technically he only played Superman
He played Superman as a kid. Right? He doesn't
for 10 seconds.
like.
No.
No, it was like 7 seasons. That show lasted a long time.
No, he wasn't Superman until the very end, the last scene.
That-
Mm-hmm.
Until
oh,
you
you're
don
right.
the cape.
You're right.
So,
but
I-
he's like 60% Superman by the middle of it.
Mm-hmm.
So he was just like he was a farm boy / secret superhero before he became Superman. Okay,
Yeah.
I got it.
He was
From my
actually just an
acknowledgement, he doesn't
exceptionally
become.
strong kid.
Yeah,
right?
he
If
doesn't
we
become.
cut out with him. He's just strong.
Yeah, he doesn't be. To me, he doesn't become Superman until he dons the cape. And
Yeah.
I like.
the same thing
you
with Man
remember-
of Steel. Henry Cavill doesn't become Superman until he wears the suit. That's how I view it. And Tom Welling said it. He doesn't. He said in the contract, I don't want to wear the suit. And they finally at the last, I think it was like the last shot, it's him CGI'd into the suit, and he just flies off. It was cool, but he's just like,
If
all
you
right,
don't
I'll
want to
do
wear
it.
the suit, you're not freaking Superman. Don't make the movie. Thanks. It was thanks for coming by. We're gonna
Well,
find
no,
someone who wants to be
it's
Superman.
him. I talked to Gary about this, and he's like, well, why didn't he? I was like, because the show Smallville was not about Superman. It was about Clark Kent
Right.
becoming leading up to it. So it was the whole entire what?
Well, for that show, I agree. I thought you were trying to say that there was plans for a Superman movie where he doesn't wear the suit. I'm like, no, thank you.
No, it was to him, Tom Wellings. He was saying how it's just him leading up to being Superman. It's the whole timeline of that, and which makes sense. It gets a little hokey halfway through.
I like when he's going through puberty, and instead of having like a wet dream, he starts levitating in the air in his sleep.
Yeah,
like,
that was a pretty.
That was so cool.
It
That
was
so well
before
thought out.
CW got stupid,
Terrible.
but it was a fun show to watch. And
It was before CW became CW.
Yeah.
Well, because it starts out on the WB, which is like a cut better. It was real on regular TV.
Well, actually,
Right.
and I was going to add to that aspect of like we were talking about, like we have our, we have the actors that were portrayed in live action Superman and even Batman, but we break it down to two categories. We got the live actors, and then we have even the voice actors, as well. So I mean, I always said, the late great Kevin Conrad will always be the voice of animated Batman. And for
Agreed.
me, I honestly
Right.
I really loved Tim Daly as the voice of Superman from the new Superman Adventures. He did a very good job with what he did. So it kind of breaks down to those two aspects. Like, are we going from the live version to the voice? And yeah, it was great.
But how they did
Batwoman was so horrible. Batwoman was so horrible.
Have you guys? I'm not going to show it because I'm on YouTube. I can show it on Rumble, but you can look it up, or I would check out Flash. If you guys have HBO, check out Flash. And hey to Herc 130,
Yeah.
glad
Hey,
you could
Herc.
join us. I built 2 Lego sets right here. Woo woo! But
They're for you, Herc. Sorry.
yeah, we did it for you.
Yep.
But if you have HBO, I would check out Flash. It's 3 movies into one.
That's a long
It's-
movie.
It's
Twice
3
the
different-
Ezra Miller, though, right? So
Oh, good God.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
it's
no,
3
we don't talk
different
about that.
stories combined together, and someone who does film oh man, it drives me nuts.
Did
I think the whole
weave them?
multiverse aspect of it just like really drives it under.
If you did,
Were the-
this is what I told Gary. I said, this is how you should have done. This is how they should have done Flash. Is where it's in the trailer where he talks about where Flash was talking to Bruce Wayne about with skinny Ben Affleck, not buffed out, skinny Ben Affleck, talking about time travel. They should have started there and ended it with at the end of Michael Keaton in there. That's the Flash. I think that was the Flash that we got. The first part is they do a dead baby joke, pissed me off. And Gary, he told me, he's like, I didn't personally tell you that because I knew you would get furious. I was like, dude, I was so pissed that they actually did that. And I was like, and I texted Andy, and I mentioned this, I think yesterday or last night, or I think last night. I texted Andy and Gary in a group text, and I said, dude, they did a dead baby joke. Like, why? This is not cool. And Andy, I don't think he's seen it. He's like, wow. And Gary's like, yep. And I met up with Gary the next day, and he said, yeah. I was like, I'm glad you didn't tell me because that would have pissed me off. I was just like, wow, really? And then the last part is so bad because you guys want me to ruin the ending?
I think the
haven't
movie
seen
was
it,
ruined in the
so-
script stage, so go ahead and ruin the ending.
There's an ending. There's an ending with the first image of Flash was Michael Keaton in a blue suit in a courthouse steps. They took that away and they put George Clooney in it.
Right, I knew that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like,
Ugh,
this is
bat
just
nipples. Bat nipples.
yeah, exactly. The Batman
nipples.
card. The
Would you like to
MasterCard of
read?
that.
Would you like to read what I
Schumacher.
put in the private chat?
The what?
Would you like to read the statement about Batman I put in the private chat?
The big one or the little one?
Yeah, the big one.
All right. Yeah, I can read
I
it.
want to read
Both.
your big
Read
chat.
them both.
All right. When
Read that big
Hollywood
chat.
sends us its Batman, they're not sending us their best anymore. They're not sending Adam West. They aren't sending Christian Bale, and some I assume are good people. Make Batman America again. There you go. Here's the
American
thing.
again. What's
Here's the
happening
thing.
American? But how come Bond has to be English, but Batman can also be British when he's quintessentially an American hero? I want an American Batman.
Hold up. Christian Bale is a terrible Batman.
So is Robert Pattinson, both British.
Yeah,
I want
but
an
here's the
American
thing.
Batman.
At least Robert Pattinson didn't do the whole I'm Batman. Blah, 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 blah. I didn't like
It's
Christian
not
Bale's
on
Batman.
Nolan.
He did a good Bruce Wayne.
Yes,
Terrible
Yeah.
Batman.
agreed.
Ooh.
His Bruce
Agreed.
Wayne was like openly idiotic. It was funny when we saw Bruce Wayne. That was like the
Yeah.
comic relief of those
Are-
movies. I think.
But are we
the
also in
big
agreement
thing
that
was
Heath Ledger was a
director.
legendary Joker?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Although
Mhm.
Joaquin Phoenix came along and became my favorite serious
you go.
Joker. I mean, Caesar
Joaquin
True.
Romero
Phoenix
was
is my
the
Joker.
And I've heard a lot of people say, why isn't William Dafoe the Joker yet? Which, like, that's also a good
Oh,
question as
man.
well.
That
He's
is
now
a good
7
choice.
because he's
Like, I like to
70.
see
Because
him
here's
as
the
the
thing.
Joker.
Yeah.
He's
William
70.
Dafoe is the Jack Nicholson version.
Mm.
We've moved past it. That's what I think. But
Good
I
point.
just recently watched The Joker. That's a phenomenal movie.
Oh, it is.
Just Walking Phoenix, I
afraid of
think,
the
is
sequel.
probably, in my books, is probably one of the best Jokers. Yeah, you got Jack Nicholson. He's historical.
Mm-hmm.
And Heath Ledger, he's like, he takes it serious. I think Walking Phoenix takes both. And
What about Mark
he-
Hamill?
Yeah, fuck.
I was gonna
I
ask
really-
His
that.
voice acting
Mark
is
Hamill,
fantastic.
no.
But
Anyone can
you know
read
what?
it.
Steve's kind of got a point on this one because every other Joker is a nemesis to Batman. In Joker, it's just his movie, man. We kind of see Batman barely.
Right.
We see the moment he becomes Batman, and it's a slightly different iteration. And it was finally they did the Batman origin tale in a way that didn't have me bored. Martha, I mean, God, so stupid. Zach, what are you thinking?
But I think Walking Phoenix, he embodied the struggle. And I think that we'll talk about that in Manorama, is where he, like, Walking Phoenix is like, well, how can I deal with, because no one knows the actual story of the Joker, so this is just a different take of it, and this is more of the psychological side of it.
Mhm.
And I liked it. That's my Joker. I liked him a lot. Heath Ledger is probably my second favorite of just the
Yeah.
cynical. Like, I can actually get behind him on this one. I was like, all right, cool. It's like
He
Thanos.
was the only
It's like,
Joker
you know,
that actually like struck fear into me when I watched it. Like, this guy is menacingly dangerous. Like
Who,
with
he
Joaquin
is?
Phoenix. No, Joaquin Phoenix. He was more of like, holy crap, we're getting closer and closer. But like with
he's crazy.
Heath Ledger,
No,
when he came in, you're like going, there's no way anybody's safe from this guy. Joaquin Phoenix, he just builds on that, which I thought was like incredible.
So
You know,
what
he
do you
just kept going.
guys? Oh, sorry. So what do you guys think about the sequel with Lady Gaga being Harley Quinn, and the movie might be a musical?
I've heard that there's only 2 songs, and it has to do with her going insane, and the Joker is not going to sing. It's not a musical, like the sense, like it's not a musical. It'll have songs in it. Someone has been said that was said somewhere that it's starting to look like the movie will not be like a musical as such. It's not going to be, Les Miserables.
is she gonna come out as a dude?
It's good.
I don't know.
Harley
She's from
Quinn's gonna
Queens.
sing
I
Born.
had to say that.
I don't
okay,
care. I'll
yeah.
show my face. Lady Gaga.
I was gonna say, what? She can just step out and sing "Born This Way," like when
Yeah.
she like becomes Harley Quinn.
No,
Yeah.
She
I
has a few
want-
songs I like. I don't know.
I
if
want
she's
the
all that
Joker
cool, though.
2. I want Joker 2 to be good because I really like the Joker. And I've been talking to Gary about this, and I was like, dude, it is such a good movie that you didn't think was going to be good. It's super depressing. Like, you feel very like depressed
Yeah, see,
about
that's
yourself.
why I don't want to watch it.
But here's the
No,
thing: it's
It's
such a
engaging enough.
it's a good study on how people that deal with the psychosis of things, and deals with different. It's a really good movie. It's an interesting take of the Joker, and they did it in a way that's very good. I like that it's not. I'm not going to say it because you haven't seen it yet. I'm not going to ruin it for you, but it's pretty good. I dig it.
By the way, just if you like the movie Joker and you like the movie Highlander, Joker's Clown Academy or whatever you want to call it, where he goes to get jobs, holding up the sandwich board and stuff, where he puts on his makeup and he's looking out the window and you see that bridge.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same building from Highlander. It's Silver Cup Studios. It's the only building in the world that has that view. It's looking right out at the 59th Street Bridge, Queenside.
Nice.
Yeah,
I
it
need
can
to
only
watch.
be that building.
I need to rewatch the '89 Batman movie. I'm a fan of the Jack Nicholson Joker.
I like him a
and Heath Ledger and Mark Hamill as the Joker. I mean, Batman animated series was my
yes.
childhood.
I'm sorry. Definitely. Mark Hamill.
The
was
problem that I
great as
have
the
with Mark
Joker.
Hamill is he just opens his mouth now.
Yeah,
And I don't
yeah.
like him.
Yeah,
he,
I know.
he tweeted
I
out
know.
today. He's like, "Miss me yet?" I was like, "You? What are you like, George W. Bush now?" Like,
Well, you
I
have to
miss him
I
as-
separate
forgot
the
you were-
actor from the art.
I miss him as Luke.
Yeah.
I miss him as an actor. I wish he did more, but and especially because if he was doing more, he'd tweet less. He's getting close to George Takei with that.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's upsetting. And you know what? You don't have to agree with or disagree with his politics to be like, dude is just nonstop. Like you could agree with him, and after like 2 months, like I can't take Mark Hamill anymore. You're gonna turn off his.
I got to ask a question. If Lady Gaga is supposed to be Harley Quinn, is now her song going to be Joker Face instead of Poker Face?
Oh,
it's going to be sung by Jennifer Lawrence.
nice.
Joker Face. Yeah.
Nice.
Well, Jennifer Lawrence was the first
There you
Harley
go.
Quinn.
That's right.
Yeah.
What was it
Oh.
like in that first movie where it was 30 clones of Jennifer Lawrence playing all the roles?
That must have been
And,
amazing.
and
Oh,
running all the
God.
cameras and directing.
Hard to direct.
The first movie was made by 500 Jennifer Lawrence clones. She was the first person to do everything.
Well, yeah, exactly. I mean, when you saw Batman Returns, that wasn't Michelle Pfeiffer, that was Jennifer Lawrence.
Michelle Pfeiffer is the hottest Catwoman.
Yes.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
Julie
it's
Newmar.
me, man.
Yeah,
I'm the
really hot.
hottest Catwoman.
Yeah.
Moira Kitty's the hottest Catwoman, right? We should say that. And,
No,
and
it's
since
Kit
we're
Kat.
talking about Batman villains, if Appion, if you're
bearded
watching, we
Catwoman.
love Bane too. We think Bane is really cool.
No,
I haven't watched the last Christian Bale Batman movie, but I have heard that Bane sounds like he's talking through a cup.
He sounds
But
like
the
he
thing
literally
makes sense.
sounds like, well, funny enough, Teague has Ramius, aka Sean Connery, because he literally sounds like Sean Connery
Right.
echoing through a coffee can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but with a
pretty much.
slight Turkish accent. Yeah, Appion does it almost perfectly.
I was
Appion's is
born
so
in the
close.
darkness, molded by it.
I'll have
Well, I
to get
did-
around to watch that movie.
when that movie came out, I could do it without the cup.
But,
Yeah,
by the way,
I
that
could do
team,
Bane's voice without the cup. I'm not gonna do it though.
Yes.
that team that falls into the middle of the pit in that
the
scene in the
chance?
stadium.
It's the best
the-
workout.
It's the Jets. The
See, the
the
one thing that
Gotham
I didn't
team, it's
understand-
the Jets, the ones that all die.
No, that's
the one thing I didn't
yeah,
understand is when they introduced Bane, they
It's the
gave him
Jets
that
and the Steelers.
accent.
There's two teams.
They gave
The
him
what?
that accent instead of being like kind of a Hispanic or Latino accent. Because originally, I think, isn't his origins from like South America?
Yeah,
Yeah. So I was like,
right, yeah.
why did you guys do that? I mean, that I don't understand
'Cause
because
he's
we all know the
British.
backstory.
He was
Okay.
masterful in the role. He probably just they tried
Yeah.
to do the Latino accent and they're like, okay, you sound like you're faking it. Don't do it. It's insulting. It's insulting. Please stop.
No, they meet up with him. And it's like, oh, I'm sorry, I was doing my Hispanic accent. This is not Hispanic.
Well, on that note, we're gonna end the stream.
Yeah,
'cause
we kind of
I
went over it, didn't we?
am. It's like a hot box right now without the weed. But I want to thank everyone who came on the show. I liked the little conversation we had with Batman, Superman, all that. I liked it. I like
was
doing the
fun.
Lego build, and then we have a little conversation at the end. It's fun.
See, we're all nerdy.
It's fun.
We're all nerdy
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I'm wearing
Let's
glasses.
not talk about who has the Boba Fett helmet tattoo.
Oh, Hey, where is that thing anyway?
You want me to pull it out?
Where?
I
Oh
have
my
a
gosh!
Romulan
Wait,
bird of
what?
prey tattooed
Oh,
Here,
you
I'll
can't do that on
before I
YouTube.
end, I'll bring out the helmet.
I was like, yeah, probably do. Except he said you want to pull it out, and I was like, wait, we're on YouTube. We can't. No, don't do it.
I
Oh,
don't think we could even
Maybe
do it
it's
on
in a
Rumble.
closet.
no, it's in the.
That would
So
be
he's
the
gotta
good, like
pull it
the
out and
ultimate like way to end your channel, though, right? It's like I don't feel like doing this anymore. Just like turn on your camera and like whip it out, and then like the next day the marriage proposals come in if you're like super well endowed.
It's like welcome to Rancor Steve's OnlyFans. Anyway. Okay, let's see it. Let's see it.
This guy.
There it is. Oh, that's what I was looking for. Oh, look
By
at
the way,
Oh,
that is so much more Star Wars the way it got blown up than anything in Ahsoka.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
looks
this is
like
the one that I
something that would
smashed.
be like. Honestly, that looks like it could be laying in the corner or on a shelf in a real Star Wars environment more than anything laying in the corner or on a shelf or even on a character in any Star Wars show I've seen in about 4 years.
You just have
You know,
it
I
in
just
the
thought of
dark.
something.
What?
Just take that to take it to the Mojave Desert or something like that, and kind of halfway buried in the sand, and just take like a really good shot. And like of this is, this is Boba Fett's last stand. Like it got spat out from the Sarlacc pit or something like that. Oh, there we go.
You know, I saw Return of the Jedi again when they re-released it this year, and I have to say,
Yeah.
Book of Boba Fett destroyed that movie for me because when Jabba is going to throw them into the Sarlacc, I'm like, idiot Blobafett dealt with this thing in like 2 minutes. If he throws Luke, Han, and Lando and Chewie into that thing, they're going to mess it up and be back at his palace in an hour. They're going to snuff him, and the movie will go on exactly the same way. Jabba's plan is now terrible. It's terrible, Jabba's plan.
Yeah.
Does
Well, I
anyone
wanna
believe
say-
the Sarlacc that couldn't get Boba Fett could get them? Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to say thank you for everyone again. This has been fun. I don't know what the next Lego build will be. I'll try to plan it out. I might do one once a month or something like that. I don't know. I know a lot of people like it.
Yeah, they're good.
You got to do a
Yeah.
$900 kit next time.
It's like the Zen of Lego.
Why?
honestly, yeah.
Why?
How about you build the Chrysler building or something like that?
I was
That
going to say
would
do
be
the
there's
Death
a-
awesome.
Star set.
I'm gonna build the pyramid of Giza.
Giza. That's
Mhm.
hmm.
In honor of
It's
your heritage.
pyramidal.
Yeah, and because I'm Egyptian
That's-
and
Yep.
represent, son. But
Word.
yeah, you can check out the show on Manorama every Thursday.
Hell yeah.
Wow, not Thursday, Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
Starts with a T.
And yeah,
It's the
it's
T-Day.
Tuesday on Rumble, and yeah, I'll see you guys there. You
We'll
guys
be
have a
serving
good
tacos.
holiday. What tacos? Yeah, I know
Yeah, we'll
what's
be
gonna be
serving
made.
tacos. Yeah. Mhm.
I know what's gonna be made. I'll let you guys know in the private.
Yep.
It's not gonna be fun.
All right.
Thank you, Gary. But
Olay.
yeah, you guys have a good holiday.
Oh, no.
Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Happy
You
Labor
too.
Day, Americans.
Go to bed.
For having us.
Later.
Ciao.
Bye.
Bye-bye.